Welcome to Tales of Nowhere, a tabletop RPG podcast. My name is Spencer and I play Isaac.
My name is Kelsey and I play Kieran.
My name's Alex and I play Chuck, the Midnight Hondo.
My name's Eric and I play Thane.
And last but not least, the most important member of our group, the narcissistically nude narcoleptic.
What? Oh, that's good. I like the way you...
Yeah, Joshua. How you doing, man?
Fully clothed. So
No.
amazing
terrible.
You're nude and you're narcoleptic, so you can't sleep, but you're like so proud about it, and it's just like I like that.
I like it.
No, narcoleptics fall asleep at random intervals.
Oh, it was the opposite. So it was. Wait, is he always? If he's sleepwalking,
He gets up to get dressed.
you're just
but then
so
he falls
confident
asleep.
about you're sleepwalking.
I know. Wait, what? Wait, where am I?
You're nude again.
What happened to my clothes?
You're nude again. And with that, we'll turn it over to him as the Tales of Nowhere podcast officially begins.
Begun?
Previously on the Tales of Nowhere podcast.
We came back from the Mother's Day episode. We caught up with Henry and Copernicus
And Rex,
and Rex a little bit.
Bubda.
little bub bacon stealer.
We made a pact that we'll do one more world together before the personal weirdness of our own personal garbage gets in the way of saving the multiverse.
Right.
That's right.
If we come back from this world and we're not comfortable with what's going on in our home worlds, we'll maybe mix it up.
Yeah.
I learned how to ride a horse.
Kieran went for a ride.
Henry gave you homework.
I turned into a student a little bit, and
You read the Dickens.
I did. I read Tale of Two
You read the
Cities.
Dickens out of that.
Ate some food at the cafe.
Oh, yeah, ate.
Before taking off to
We ate some food, yeah.
Camp Kanky Wampus.
yeah, Camp Kiki Wampus.
Tales from the Loop.
We're now 12 and 11 years old at summer camp in the 1980s.
Hondo's pissed that rope isn't what he thinks it is supposed to be.
It's a felt toy now. We got separated into cabins, and we're Camp Woodchuck.
Woodchuck.
Sexism strikes again.
Birds
Birds.
started following Thane
Birds, am I right?
because of what he ate back in Cafe Nowhere.
You
of what
just
he ate.
eat 24 birds and the rest just won't leave you alone.
We started a food fight. That was fun.
Yeah,
Oh, because the wolf
Wolf
pack.
pack.
Because the
tried
wolf
to-
pack are bitter rivals.
pushed you on the ground.
They tripped me. And then we sat around the campfire with the rest of the camp and listened to the camp director, Sergeant's scary story.
About the Wendigo.
Yeah.
It was creepy.
Mainly because the frickin' Wendigo howled at us from across the lake.
I have to go back and say something about last episode.
Uh-oh.
I effed it up.
Yay!
Yay.
So you.
So remember
not-
that expensive set of dice that I bought, which are actually just a bunch of D6s?
Make sure to record this.
Guess who doesn't need dice to play this game?
The DM.
The DM,
Why?
which is actually a GM for this
At
game.
all?
At all. NPCs don't roll dice.
What?
I know, how weird is that?
I don't
What?
understand.
How do we.
So here's the
What?
thing. The NPCs present trouble sometimes, and you guys respond to the trouble by rolling dice. I don't roll the dice.
What if
You guys roll to avoid trouble or fix trouble or whatever you're going to do to respond to the trouble.
We can't combat the trouble actually happening.
There's going to be no contests.
Yes.
So if
So last time when
How
I
does-
tripped Isaac, I did what's called a kid-to-kid, which is in the rules. Kid-to-kid roll. Kid versus kid.
Awesome.
But kid versus kid should only happen when you guys are fighting each other or doing something
Oh.
against
Okay.
each other. So what you do is you just roll to succeed, and if you get a 1, you succeeded. Usually it's a 1. But some NPCs are special NPCs with special powers. And for them, it's a little bit harder. You have to get more than 1 success to overcome the trouble that they're doing. But I don't roll for that. You just have to overcome it with your rolls.
Okay.
So everything is a DR rating in this.
Yes, exactly. But here's the great thing. It would not have changed what happened because Isaac still did not get a success on that roll on the kid
Okay.
versus kid. So he still would have tripped.
All is right with the universe.
All is right. But I'm going to try not to make that mistake again. So you guys are at Camp Kanky Wampus
Right.
on the beautiful shores of Lake Tortuga. And you guys got there. You got separated into cabins. You met the other cabins. You
Billy.
met your new bunk mates.
Freaking
That's
Skip.
right. We're the woodchucks.
You guys have Skip.
Skippy!
Skip, who talks with lisp.
Skippy.
And in the Sago Lily cabin, oh my gosh, you're scowling already. Salty.
You should have tried to pass off as a boy. You should have been that
Didn't
weirdo.
know I
It's
needed
all right.
to.
It's all right. We're good. We're good. This adds more variety to the
Yeah, it's
story.
fun. I
No,
think
it's
So if you guys have a scene you want to play out, you guys can say, I want to play out a scene, and then tell me what you want. Normally, this will be your opportunity to play out a scene where you can recover from your conditions, which is what you get instead of damage in this game.
So we had the food fight,
We had
and
the
we
food
went back
fight.
to our cabins.
Yeah, nobody took any conditions. I should have put a condition on Isaac for failing, but he handled it really well.
I
so
turned it around.
Who cares?
So are we at the place where Isaac has started a food fight in 50% of the worlds we've been in?
Yeah. Yeah,
we are. We're there.
That is absolutely
That
what's
number's only
on
going
right
up,
now.
my
I
friend.
Not,
like
including,
it. I
not
like it.
including Tales of... Well,
Apparently, that's Isaac's
Cafe
go-to.
Nowhere?
That's Isaac's go-to solution.
In my defense, in that particular moment, it was totally.
it
Oh, I
makes sense.
agree.
Yeah, perfect.
I think at
Anytime
camp,
he
it
needs
made
a
sense.
distraction, it's a
I don't know
food
why,
fight.
but I remember for some reason being afraid at one point.
You're afraid.
Oh, yeah, the
so
campfire
then
stories.
Campfire.
that night you
Yes.
had the first campfire.
That creeped me out. I have a
The
picture
camp
still.
runner run does 3 stories. One at the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end, right? Of
yes,
camp.
the sergeant. His
He's a
real name
nice
is
guy.
William McCarthy, but all the kids just call him the sergeant.
Can we call him Sarge?
You can call him Sarge. Yes. In the Sago Lily cabin, we have Diana Taylor, aka Kieran, as even the sergeant has signed off on her being called. Tiffany Stacy Bonet, who has now dubbed you a friend. And then Betty McNichols and Ashley Moore. But Betty and Ashley seem like they're really like followers of Tiffany.
Tiffany Stacy Bell.
Tiffany is
Bonnet.
also a popular girl,
They're
as
the
much as
Ashleys.
Isaac is a popular boy. They're the Ashleys, only one of which is actually
Or
an
they're the
Ashley.
other Heathers.
Also notably in the camp is the presence of Ingrid Blumstein
That's
in
right.
the
Oh,
Bluebells
yeah.
cabin.
She's in the
the
Bluebells.
mountain.
The mountain.
I've just put her as the Bluebells. I haven't put anyone else.
The
Sorry.
Bluebells. So last night you guys had a very scary camp story.
It was only scary because of that sound effect you played.
Oh, I do have a scene, but I don't know if it's going to work. But yeah.
I'm just running from
Do you
birds.
want us to tell you the scenes that we want to do?
I guess in no particular order, I'm going to start with Kieran.
I want to try to sneak out of my cabin to go to their cabin. I don't think I even have sneak, so this could be bad.
It
but
could be
I want
bad.
to test it
Ew.
because I feel like I need to be able to do this in the future.
So Molly's torn because she actually doesn't care that much about you guys. She actually goes out of her way back at the cabin when you guys are all settled down, and she is required by her job standards to do a check at night. And she's like, just so you guys know, I'm not your babysitter. Please don't be dicks and try to do stuff like rule breaky stuff. And we'll get along fine. She just looks at each of you. She doesn't know any of your names. So she's like, good night, Brianna, Cindy, Amber.
we appreciate
thinking-
you trying. Just go to bed.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Because Molly, you deserve it.
I mean, then the counselors don't actually sleep in your cabin.
Yeah,
with
the
you.
counselors have a
They
counselor
have
cabin,
their own
right?
cabin, so
Yeah,
she just
but-
does her check and then leaves. All right, so now she thinks you're acting a little suspicious. So roll a little bit of
A
a.
nonchalant check.
What would this be? Charm. You're trying to charm her.
It's in your
No,
heart.
could I empathize? Because I'm
Charms
just
in
being
your
like, man, you
heart.
must be so tired. You worked so hard. Empathize.
I don't think you're trying to empathize with her. You're trying to charm her into doing something.
Plus, she's suspicious now.
Yeah, now she's suspicious.
being
I am
like-
gonna make this a charm check.
Okay, what do I roll? Because I have a 1
So
in
to
charm.
start, you roll your basic roll is going to be your attribute plus your skill.
So your
for
heart.
this, it'll be your heart and your charm.
And is the number how many dice I roll?
Correct.
Numbers, how many dice? Well, yes. So you don't have any other items. No other kids are helping you, so it's just going to be
Okay,
straight
so
up.
my heart is 3, and then my charm is 1.
So I think
Four
that's
dice.
4 dice.
Okay.
If you just kept your mouth shut, she probably would have just left.
6.
I mean, I failed.
You did? You failed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
It's harder than
Now
it
here's
looks.
the point.
It
Now
is.
here's where this goes. Okay. Whenever you fail a dice roll, you can use a luck point, which if you're a kid, you can have luck.
How do you get those back?
You start with them per
Session.
session,
Okay.
and then
that's
you can't carry them over to next session.
I'm gonna
You
use
start
that
over
point
again
then.
next session.
Well,
Or
what's the other option? I
you can
guess?
push. When you push it, you still have to take a condition, but you can try your thing again.
So I'm going to a condition either way unless I use a luck point. So does the luck point, is that an automatic 1 success or is that just you get to roll another dice or something?
The luck means
Yeah.
you just do it all again.
You roll.
Oh,
Same
it's a
number of
reroll.
dice, it's a reroll. How many luck points do you get?
I've got 3.
So this will be one of your 3 for the night.
So uncheck the one of them. Can you luck after you push? I don't know.
You have to decide whether you're going to luck or push, but I don't know if after you
Oh.
push and fail, if you can still luck. I don't think you can actually. And you can only luck 1 time per roll.
Well, I'm going to try using the luck point and fail.
No successes?
Nope.
No successes.
All right,
Okay, we'll
so-
take away a luck.
I'm going to say that it succeeds, but you still are going to get a condition.
Okay.
So you're acting extremely anxious for her to
weirdo.
leave. Yeah. Maybe
I'm
she's not
so
great with
weird.
weirdos
So-
either. Maybe that's a check against you in her book as opposed to just
Oh.
being an ex.
So,
So
even,
she comes up to you.
sorry, even though she didn't roll a success, it still succeeds.
It
Yeah, in the
succeeded
book
with
you can
condition.
still have it go through, but you take a condition. So she picks up that you're being sneaky somehow. But she seems like she doesn't care too much to stick
I'm
around
a
and
darling
figure out.
angel. I don't know what she's talking about.
Right? So she gets like right up into your cardboard masked face and she's like, "Look, little one, I don't care. But if you make me lose my job or some other financial hardship because you're screwing around, then I'm going to have problems with you."
Oh yeah, those press-on nails must be expensive.
They are, bitch.
There it is. I was waiting for the bitch.
Yeah, right?
So what did I get?
So I think I'm going to make you, upset.
Okay.
It doesn't
I'm
say.
a little fired up right now.
You're a little fired up.
Okay.
Because she's talking down to you like a child because to her you are a
and
child.
I'm older than her.
And you are in reality older than her. And then she
I
leaves.
grumble
You grumble.
a little bit. After she's gone, of course.
Tiffany Stace is like, "What a total bitch." So like, what are you doing now?
Well, obviously I'm going to get into trouble. I don't feel like staying in the cabin tonight is all.
I'm like totally down for that. I'm kind of wired after that story the sergeant told. So we could like go out to the lake or something. Betty and Ashley are like, "Can we come?" And she's like, "Shut up, bitches."
Seriously, shut up.
You're using that word a lot. Well, I mean, I was going to go over to the wombat cabin and check in
Woodchuck.
with
Woodchuck.
Woodchuck.
Woodchuck?
Because I don't remember.
All right.
She
Okay,
doesn't
she's like,
care. Yeah.
If I forgot, then she might have forgotten.
"Ew, why would you go to the wombat cabin?
Well, my friends are over there.
You're friends with the fat kids?"
She called us fat.
The
Thane's
wom-
looking a little chunky, but like,
Hey.
Okay,
I
she
say
looks
from
really
outside the
confused.
window.
She looks really confused right now, and she's like, "Thane? Like the little kid that's rambunctious?"
he's super rambunctious. Yeah,
It's like, "Oh, no. You're like totally confused. That's not the wombat cabin.
it isn't.
No, the wombat cabin are the fat kids that they make run extra laps in the morning at PE.
Well, that's very healthy for him, and I'm glad they're on that track.
So let's talk a bit about this mask you're wearing. Like, how long is that going to be a thing?
Isn't it cool? I made it myself. My mom gave me stickers, and she got me Mod Podge. And what am I talking about?
Mod Podge?
So, are you like disfigured underneath? Are you like the Phantom?
No, I'm hot.
So you're talking about the woodchuck cabin.
Woodchuck.
Oh, okay, another useless animal. That's fine.
Woodchucks?
Hey, woodchucks.
So
Chuck
are you
wood.
like friends with Thane?
I mean, all of them. Well, except that weird little one.
Whoa, hold up. So you're telling me that you're friends with Isaac Wexler?
Popular kid, right?
Oh.
He's like the
There it is.
hottest kid in camp. You know him? Really? Karen doesn't know what to say right now.
If you look at him in a certain angle and like from below, yeah.
Oh,
The look on
leave
Spencer's
girl.
face was the best I've ever seen.
On whose face?
Spencer's.
I know,
The
right?
popular kid.
And he does the victory like
Yeah.
fist in the
Finally.
air.
I'm triumphant.
What are we waiting for? You can introduce me. Let's go.
Okay, but let's go to the lake first. But
I mean,
you know,
we could swing
if you
by
want
and-
me to get you close to Isaac, you gotta stop making fun of my mask.
Wow. Whatever.
Just
But this doesn't mean I'm not giving you a makeover before the end of summer. All right, deal. No more cracks about your mask, and you'll like totally introduce me to Isaac.
oh, I'll
Wexler.
introduce you.
How about this? We could go pick up Isaac and then go to the lake.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, you guys leave the cabin. There's no sneaking because Molly isn't paying attention, obviously.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
and
going-
Betty's like, "Can we?" And she's like, "I said no."
No hoop earrings.
And make our beds look like we're still here. You cover for me.
Yeah, like
Dang.
put a pillow in it and like.
Poor
Oh
Betty.
my gosh, Karen, you've done this before.
Yeah, okay, come on, let's go.
All right, so they go.
So my scene.
Yeah, what's your scene?
my scene? Okay, good. Wait. Okay.
Sorry, I love teenage girl Joshua.
Honestly.
It's the
Girl?
best.
So little kid Isaac has
Okay.
a tradition that he's done since year one of this camp.
which was like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was shown to him by a last year when
Okay.
he was
16
when he was in
or something.
15.
Skip's,
I think 15
yeah,
is the year that they stopped coming.
when he was in Skip's shoes.
Okay.
So on the first day of camp, he's got it set up to where a delivery comes through
Okay.
of like Twinkies and Ding
Oreos?
Dongs and candy.
The food
of all
stash.
kinds. Yeah, the food stash comes in. And I'm trying to decide if it should be like a counselor there that
a
knows me.
sergeant.
I was going to ask because that's one of the things you've geared your character towards is being the guy who can get anything.
Yeah, and I've got like all my points are in contact.
So tell me about your contact. How does this work?
So I guess that's
This is what I
it
have
could
to-
go either way. Yeah.
I'm going to make you.
okay.
Yeah.
What about Ed Hart?
Oh, I was thinking that.
Oh, you
That
could do Ed
work.
Hart.
Yeah.
So maybe you've built a rapport because that would be true if you wanted to, if kids wanted to get like extra dessert at lunch or whatever, you would have to schmooze the
Yeah. Okay, so I've
cafeteria guy.
Plus,
Ed
you've already
Hart-
started kind of schmoozing.
and I have schmoozed him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ed Hart and I have this relationship where he, at the end of the first day, when
Mhm.
all the counselors have gone back to their cabin, he brings me a Santa's bag full of food items. And then just like Santa Claus, I go around to everybody's cabin
Mm-hmm.
and hand out. That's why I'm so popular in the camp.
To
That's
get
one of the
candy
reasons.
for- and
yeah, give candy to
kids.
everybody. Yeah.
Ah.
So what is Ed Hart getting in return? How do you procure Ed Hart's
I assume.
loyalty?
He wanted to make off the book
Uh-huh.
baked goods,
Yes.
stuff that the camp doesn't have supplies for.
Mm-hmm.
And I have those sent to the camp. So the exchange is he gets me stuff, like just items when I want, and I have like
So you get him stuff.
get him specifically baked goods.
Tell me
stuff that
about
the kids
your-
would
Or like a someone who was in the camp.
Ooh, yeah.
The older kid.
Yeah, like the older
That taught
kid.
you the ways.
Could be, yeah.
What's the name of this mystery predecessor? I'm
Isaac
gonna
with a
make
K.
you- and you're gonna have to write it down.
With the K.
Okay.
It starts with a K.
WK.
Is
Who
he
should
also
it
the one
be?
that showed you guys how to get into the hideout?
No, this
I
is
think-
our hideout.
The hideout's been here though. Like,
Yeah, it's been
But do
here.
we know about it yet?
Yeah, but it's ours.
you guys know about it. Yes,
We do.
Let's call him Mike.
Mike. Okay,
Yeah. It's a
And
good
White.
80s.
that's a
K.
good
kid
80s name. It
Yeah.
is. All right. So Ed Hart shows up at your tent
Yeah.
or your
there's-
cabin.
Yeah, there's a
He
rustle.
does a special knock, like I imagine.
There we go. That's good. And then I spring up in bed and I'm like, he's here.
Christmas time.
And we know what's happening.
Yeah, Skip.
right?
Actually, Skip is really scared after that ghost story. So at the knock, he actually jumps.
Okay.
He is very visibly upset.
Don't worry, Skip. I got something here you're going to really like. I go open the door.
Okay. And there's Ed Hart, and he comes in. He's taking it very seriously. He's got like grease paint on his face. He's dressed in black. I have what you asked for.
Kind of
Oh my
contrasts with
gosh.
his voice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit. Ugh.
I feel like I'm eagerly bouncing behind
Yeah.
Isaac. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
'cause
come on, come on, come on.
Thane knows exactly what's coming.
Did you organize for moon pies again?
Of course I did.
Yes.
They're your favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
You know that.
I do.
I don't know why I know that.
I don't know why I know that.
Yeah.
I had to stay in the parking lot for a while. I think the sergeant's starting to get wise. And same with, damn, what did I name him?
Ralph.
Ralph.
Officer Ralph.
Officer Ralph's been watching me very closely lately.
That's okay.
Makes me rather uncomfortable.
We can come up with a plan. I think they're not going to be a problem forever. We'll think of something. Don't worry, at heart. We only have to do this part once, and you'll get exactly what you're needing.
That sounds ominous.
It does, but
You'll
it's,
get exactly what you deserve.
you'll get exactly what you deserve.
What you deserve.
Wow. You're just desserts.
Oh, yes. Oh, very funny. Yes.
Do you have the bag?
Oh, yes. And he has to like put down the severed tree branches he's been using to hide his face with. And he like pulls this huge bag out and kind of just sets it down. It's tied up.
I call first dibs. And I jump down and just go for the bag.
I'm in the bag.
What's going on? Isn't that the cafeteria guy? In the meth hall.
Go back to sleep.
Oh,
Go
rat,
back to sleep.
rat skip.
Skip.
Come here, Skip. First of all, you didn't see anything, and then I give at heart our secret salute
Okay.
that signifies the end of our deal.
Which looks like.
Okay. He.
Was that a salute?
That was the best ever, and the audience will never be able to see
A
it.
regular salute, loop-de-loop, straight up. Not crooked
Not straight
like
up.
Hitler.
No.
Straight up. It's gotta go straight up.
Straight up.
All right, he does it back to you, and then he picks back up his tree branches and put them in front of his face, all clandestine, and then he backs out of the room slowly,
Okay.
Awesome.
out of the cabin slowly.
I love it.
So yeah, we divvy up the snacks in the cabin, and then I take the rest of the big bag, and say, I got some deliveries to make. You guys can come if you want.
Nah, I'm
Then
good.
you hear from outside the cabin, you hear this, caw, caw, caw.
All right.
Cha-chi-cha.
Okay, Hondo, Hondo Thane, grab a pile and shove it where the sun don't shine.
So you guys hiding stuff.
I'm shoving
I got pockets.
Get
What?
the treats in the hidden
the
compartments.
safe space.
Oh, right.
The loose floorboards
Skip is
under
just
the bed.
awed by this operation and this smoothness. Skip, like, we're gonna get caught. We're gonna get
Skip,
kicked
you
out.
say anything, you
Skip,
shut up.
shut up, dude.
Sergeant's gonna catch us, and then we're gonna get kicked
It's
out
gonna
of
be
camp.
okay. You just got to keep a cool head on your shoulders.
All
Or I
right.
toss you in the lake.
Enjoy those sixlets.
Oh, good
So,
choice, by the way.
That's right. Give him the crap candy.
Kieran,
Sixlets, they're fake chocolate.
No, they're real chocolate
No.
with the outer coat. It's like
It's a chocolate-like
Smarties.
substance.
They're like British Smarties.
Read the ingredients.
like
Nowhere
M&Ms.
does it
they're
say
like little
milk
Whoppers
chocolate.
with a hard candy shell.
Yeah.
It's a little malt ball
No.
with a chocolate coating with
It's
a
just-
candy
it's
shell
just
on the
chocolate.
outside.
It's fake
Is that what I'm
chocolate.
thinking
It's
of?
just
Sixlets.
chocolate.
Just chocolate.
Whoppers are that though.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Kieran, you and Stacy and Tiffany Stacy hear this caw caw from the trees.
I know that pathetic voice.
She's like, "Yeah, it's that lame-o cafeteria guy.
Well, he's not lame.
Totally lame."
You
All right.
should try his royal torts. They're like really good.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to have a scene with BJ telling you guys, or BJ.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
With JB putting you guys to bed or giving you guys the rules or whatever.
That's
but
okay.
We didn't.
We don't need it.
We
We
just
could-
assume.
Okay.
All right, he's new. Anyway,
He forgot.
Have I
Day
ever,
one.
in my past, okay, in past years, would I have been friends with these guys, or is this like a new development because
so
of our implantation?
you do remember. So you've been implanted in the timeline, but Copernicus is built into the timeline that you guys have been friends.
Okay.
Before. So, but you've always
so-
been kind of the weirdo in camp that no one takes seriously until the real Kieran took over. Does that make sense?
So very dangerously and shoddily made, there
Yeah.
is a loose board that's in the side wall of the cabin.
Woodchuck
Woodchuck.
cabin. Okay.
Yeah. And I pry it aside,
Okay.
or at least attempt to. I imagine it's not too bad. And I just go into their cabin.
Okay.
Is there a counselor in here?
No,
Oh my gosh, there's girls
Skip's
outside the cabin.
They're just
Skip,
girls.
calm down. What's the secret password?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
It is now.
Is that it, guys?
Is that it? I don't
Is that-
remember.
Did we have
Was it
one?
whoop
We
whoop whoop
decided
whoop?
it at the end of last year, guys.
Whoop 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 whoop?
Or
I
was
thought it was a
woo,
whoop,
woo,
whoop,
woo?
whoop, woo.
Oh yeah, the up inflection.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm having a
All right.
conversation with you
Like,
through the wall.
Karen, how many times have you snuck into the boys' cabins?
Who's with you? I didn't hear a whoop, whoop, whoop,
Isaac's,
woo from
Isaac's
them.
new girlfriend. Don't worry about it.
Kieran.
Huh?
She
Kieran.
pokes her blonde, side ponytailed, huge, high wall banged head into the opening. She's like,
Ugh.
hi guys.
Oh, hi, Tiffany.
She is at the height of 80s fashion
Yeah.
for teenage girls.
she
The
been-
fluffiest of.
Has she been to camp before?
Yeah, she's been to camp before, but she's always been really eager to break into the popular crowd and to win the cabin countdown. Those are the two things she's most wanted in life.
Mm.
And this is her year to do it.
I crawl the rest of the way in
Okay.
and open up a secret compartment and pull out one of the candies because I know about this point.
You
that
know
it's one of
that
theirs.
it's
Hey,
happened.
don't share this with everyone.
Not everyone's supposed to know. Do you want a ding dong?
Yeah, I do.
Whoa. Do you have like those? I can't remember what they're called. They're like the cupcake with the cream filling, but there's like a marshmallow shell. They might be pink or white. And there's
Snowballs.
coconut.
Snowballs.
They're all mine. I have dibs on all the snowballs.
You can eat all the snowballs you want.
Does
Coconut's
Thane like
disgusting.
snowballs or is he
Yeah,
being a dick?
snowballs in summer camp.
Snowballs are terrible.
Come
They're,
on.
they're the worst.
Yeah.
No, they're good.
Actually,
I mean,
I
I
used
agree
to
with you,
love-
Fane. They're pretty bad.
I used to love snowballs when I was a kid.
My dad used to eat snowballs all the time, and I just thought they were so
I would
gross.
pull
As a
the
kid-
marshmallow thing off first and eat it.
As a
alone.
kid, snowballs are great.
Yeah.
It's like the sugariest candy.
Yeah, but
It's
like
true.
a snowball or a
treat.
Twinkie or a ding dong, it would never be a snowball.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Dang. All
Look,
right.
we could split a snowball.
Yeah, but you're choosing moon
They come in
pies.
packs of 2, you greedy little kid.
All right, you can have one snowball.
Like, oh my god, she's not a pig.
Yeah, what she said. Hi, Isaac.
This is going to be really hard not to
Yeah.
slip into Valley
I'm-
Girl all the time.
Why did you invite them, Isaac?
I didn't invite anybody. I'm just shoveling candy back into the bag. Like, I gotta go, guys. This is my thing.
Well, we could
But
like...
we want to go to the lake.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. This doesn't happen a lot for you, but she's really into you.
That's actual Kieran talking, not,
Yeah.
not child Kieran.
Isaac, there's a tween that's into you.
Yeah, that's what I've always wanted. So I'm gonna go and
Isaac, no, come on.
How does Isaac feel about this? Child Isaac.
Nothing.
Okay.
Isaac is
nothing
not going to
about it.
pursue this because
Child Isaac?
Spencer is too sensible for this to happen.
Karen's just having too much fun.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll help you deliver later. Come on.
we can hit the cabins on the way to the lake. I guess.
I'm really good at skipping rocks. Yeah.
It's midnight rock skipping contest.
Your decision is to sneak through camp, delivering candy, and then end up at the lake.
As is tradition.
Actually,
Yep.
I could just hand out all the candy and meet you guys at the lake later.
But this is
we should do this.
this
as a
is
group.
my
No,
thing.
it's fine. I'll just meet you later. I'll pass it all out.
I'll go with Hondo, and then we'll meet you later.
All
no,
right.
I don't agree with that. That's a bad plan.
Yeah, that's a total bad plan.
Let me take Skip. He's never done this before.
Actually, I'd like to be on record as a conscientious objector about this.
It's really fun, Skip. You are Santa Claus to these kids.
Yeah, I don't want to
The
miss
Easter
that.
Bunny, whatever you want. Kieran, have you guys met? This is Skip.
Could have been me.
Could have been me. Let me put this out there as well, because we're all learning this game together. So there's trouble, and then there's what they call extended trouble.
Ooh.
Trouble is a situation that arises and you guys try to overcome it. Extended trouble is where you're preparing for a situation and you make a plan in which each person plays a part.
Mm.
And then rolling is different.
Oh,
So if you are making a plan and doing extended trouble, it's going to be different than if you just try to face trouble as it comes.
like bonuses or what?
No. So
Like
what it
it's
is you all plan out what you're doing in the plan, and then you all roll at once, and you all have to meet a certain
Criteria.
difficulty class as a whole, as a group. You all have to try to get there
Oh,
for your evil plan to work. Well,
Evil-
I say evil
or
for your
grand.
plan to work. Or if you just want to take this on a situation by situation basis.
I mean, we have so many people now involved in this
I
trouble.
know, right?
I just think that if I go by myself with little Skipper here,
I could take him,
he's gonna be difficult.
but I'm delivering the candy.
Once
my
again,
thing.
I'd like to say
Yeah.
I don't even want to go.
Are you gonna throw us under the bus? Skip, is this gonna be difficult?
No,
I don't think we can trust him yet. I think he's going to have to come.
I
He'll
won't be
give
in
away
trouble
all
because
our
I
candy.
was here when they came.
But kid, what's worse, being in trouble with the adults or being in trouble with a group of boys you're sharing a cabin with for a while?
Wow, this has gone from charming to browbeating.
It kind of is.
Is there an intimidation? I
There
don't think
sure
there
is something like that, right? We're not so much intimidating. We're just presenting scenarios.
I don't know. There sounded like there was some
There's some
intimidation.
intimidation.
Hondo did seem intimidating.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, do I have
so-
to roll this?
Yes. And who's helping you?
I'll help.
I'm not.
You're not? Why are you helping? Because you don't want him to go?
Let the kid do what he wants.
Right.
It's summer camp. We should all be free to make our own choices.
No.
I totally agree. Like
No.
whatever Wexler said.
Thanks, Tiffany Stacy.
I probably won't help
Ooh,
very much.
Isaac is going to love this.
Wait, say my name again. What did you just say?
Tiffany Stacy.
With your accent.
Tiffany Stacy.
That's kind of cool.
No.
No?
Well,
Tiffany?
I'm not going to be any help.
What did you get?
A 4, a 3, and a 1.
I got
So-
2 6s.
Oh, okay. Well, he's like,
I got 2 6s as well.
You guys are awesome.
he looks like he's having an internal battle.
And we're all just staring at him.
And
No,
he's
big, no
like-
big deal.
I put my
Well, only
arm,
one kid can help at a time.
I put my arm around
okay.
his
Then
shoulder, just
Hondo
like,
helped, I
it's
guess.
going to be awesome.
And failed.
We're going to have you're going to have an amazing time here at camp. And these guys, they're who you want to be. They're the wing you want to be under. And right now you're under my wing with my arm.
I guess. Okay. I guess.
It's going to be fun. Don't
He
you
looks
worry,
like
Skipper.
it's really going to be outside his comfort zone. Looking through like his stuff that he's unpacked, he looks like the byproduct of like being a geek. Like he's super geeky, nerdy, and also a very overprotective mother who like wrote
So
his
he's that
name
one
on
kid in
everything.
it.
Sewed his name on all of his
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has his, what's it called?
Inhaler.
Asthma inhaler
Yeah,
thing.
she's like sent along a framed picture of herself with him to have by his bedside. And yeah, he's got an inhaler.
XO, mommy.
Yeah. So you guys are going to go out. What's the plan here?
Deliver candy to everyone.
Everyone. Yep.
All
to
the
all
colors
a
of the
good night.
rainbow.
Except
right.
for the wolf pack, right?
Except for the Wolfpack cabin,
Yeah.
yeah. But they earned that.
No,
Yeah,
you
yes,
leave
of
a
course.
pack of raisins.
There you
For
go.
them.
Yeah.
So do you leave it at the door or do you actually like knock and stuff?
I actually go in, yeah. I
Yeah,
visit
Okay,
each
so it's going
cabin.
to take a little bit of time per cabin.
Deal.
a little bit, yeah.
So you guys sneak around.
All right, let's go together.
Everyone, I guess
Woodchuck.
everyone.
Woodchuck.
Okay, so you guys are sneaking around through the campground
Right.
Yeah.
at night
Right.
Mhm.
after hearing a scary story.
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
this is tradition.
Yeah.
As well as-
Skip's really anxious about this.
Okay.
And he's like, guys.
Skip, it's fine. Just stay near me, dude.
Just have another
No,
Twizzlers.
guys, though.
Right.
You think it's kind of scary that we have an excessive amount of birds following us constantly? And he points his flashlight up into the trees, and there's just all these birds, and their eyes are like doing the reflective thing where there's just a bunch of red eyes just staring at all of you.
Yeah, it is
Mainly wherever Thane is.
a little unusual.
Skip,
Right?
be cool, man. Be cool.
Kill. I'm just saying it's not normal behavior for birds.
I agree with you, Skip. I don't like those birds at all.
They're probably just like radioactive sick birds. No big deal.
So, like, what part of that's supposed to be comforting?
They're not gonna hurt us. It's
Oh my
fine.
gosh, cowboy! Why don't
Just
you
the
just
skinwalker, guys.
why don't you just wet Skip's bed for him?
We
Hondo does just laugh at that because that was good, Tiffany.
that was
That was
pretty
really good.
All right, you guys hear the hum of magnetrine. There's the floating trucks or whatever because
love
they have
this.
the magnetrine.
Yeah.
So you guys hear the hum of small magnetrine.
Almost like a golf cart size.
A golf cart sized magnetrine. You hear it coming, and you happen to know, especially Isaac, that Officer Ralph patrols the campground at night in the camp's official
Mini
magnetrine.
magnitude.
Oh, crap. It's the cavalry.
Guys, scatter.
scatter.
All right, so you guys are going to try and
Scatter.
run?
Nearest-
and hide,
Yeah,
yeah.
and hide.
Oh, you're trying to do it quietly?
Unless we're near.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, for
Oh,
sneak
yeah.
and hide, I'm going to make everyone roll a sneak. But I don't get to roll for
Yes.
NPCs, so I just have to decide whether or not Tiffany, Stacy, and Skip would be able to sneak and hide.
Can I like assist Skip? Can I take Skip with me?
No, we can't. I don't even roll for Skip. I don't roll because they're
kidding
NPCs
me?
and I just decide.
I got 2.
I got a single.
I got one.
I rolled 7 dice and not one of them hit a 6.
It's
7?
hard.
You've
Good
got a lot of
job.
luck. Do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the luck point on that. There's my 6s, all 3 of them. On my luck
Thane
reroll.
is up a tree.
So 7.
With the birds.
The birds are
I'm really good at
camouflaging
sneak.
him.
It's my highest
doing
All
this?
right,
one.
Are we doing
cover
this
of
total?
darkness. You guys are moving quietly.
It's a foresty thing.
I
We
become
I'm
a
going to
bird.
say that everyone hid.
Yes.
Even Tiffany, Stacy,
And Skipper.
except for Skip. Skip tried to hide in a very obvious spot.
Got to get some hair on his chest, guys. It's fine.
So Officer
He's
Ralph
gonna go
stops.
to camp jail.
He's like, "Hey, what are you doing out of your cabin?"
Oh,
Is that Sarge or is that Ralph?
That's Ralph.
Okay.
He's like, I just need to use the bathroom.
I run out.
I'm new to camp.
I'm gonna run out.
Are you?
Yeah. Sorry, Officer Ralph. He just needs to go to the bathroom. I was just gonna take him along the way. He's brand new here. He has no idea where he's going. I didn't want to just send him out by himself, right?
All right, roll a lie, which is a charm.
A charm.
Charm.
You are
So-
trying to charm him.
That's your heart attribute, charm skill.
Can I use my Leatherman? Is that
It has a compass on it.
You could use it maybe to
I don't know what
intimidate.
you're going to do with your Leatherman to
Right.
lie. All right, so no. So that's whatever those are.
okay? I did not succeed.
You did not
I
succeed?
did not succeed.
So are you going to luck or push?
I took away a luck point and I did not succeed.
Okay.
Bummer.
He's like, I wanted to. Okay, I'll make a deal with you.
Is he drunk?
No, this is how he talks.
Okay, I like
He's
it.
like, if you tell me that Wexler is somehow responsible for this, I'll let you kids go.
Ooh.
You're wanting me to blackmail him?
No, I know Wexler's out here somewhere.
What are you talking
This
about?
has Wexler written all over it. You're in his cabin.
Right, but
Damn it with these dice.
I
What is
know.
going on
I know.
here?
I don't.
Here's
How? You weren't even rolling
I
anything.
know.
rock hard place. This is Hondo.
So you're going to take a condition. So are you upset, scared, exhausted, or injured?
wait, do I get to choose?
I'm going to let you choose.
Can I-
How would your character have reacted
choose broken?
Because in the
No.
game, when they give examples,
He just breaks down.
No, yeah.
in the game when they give examples of kids failing roles, almost the players are picking their own. They're like, oh, well, doing that upset me, so I'm going to take the upset condition.
I'm definitely going to be upset because I'm pissed that my dice didn't friggin'.
Okay.
Well, also that he
You're
didn't
taking
believe
this out
my
again.
he didn't believe my lie. Plus, I'm out here freaking to save the stupid skipper and friggin'.
Just, Skip would have gone down by himself.
I know he would have, but I tried to help
Because
because I'm a fixer.
No good deed goes unpunished.
I know.
Let this be a lesson to all of you listening right now.
But there's gonna be a silver lining.
I
We'll
was
see.
like you, and then the world broke my back. Don't stick your neck out for anyone, kids.
Wait, is this Ralph?
No, this is Josh.
They're very similar.
Do I have to then? Is that my condition? I have to
No,
admit? Okay,
no,
good.
you're just
Good.
upset.
That's fine.
But he in his mind, he knows that Isaac is probably responsible for you guys being out because you're in the cabin. But he also knows that you're probably loyal to him and that he has nothing unless you
I admit to something
admit.
again for him. Yeah. Officer Ralph, we just need to get out and go to the bathroom. I apologize. We'll go right back to our bunk.
I better make sure that you kids get there. Get in the golf cart.
Cool.
Skip's like,
Did he wet himself yet?
No,
Oh, he's crying.
he's crying.
Oh,
What have we
He
done?
didn't even want to come on this.
No, we bullied him into it.
Yeah.
hey, it's not our fault. It's Joshua. He decided he didn't hide.
It's step one. He's got to grow.
true.
This is a very sheltered kid with very little friends or probably outdoor play. And you guys brought him out on this excursion against his will. I'm going to say he probably is not good at hiding.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah,
He's that guy in the
Yeah.
neighborhood
Yeah.
that, yeah.
He just doesn't.
That
know.
guy in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Every neighborhood had one growing up. You all know who yours guy is.
You all have a
And
skip.
if you can't think of one, you were the one.
I was that one. Just were you? In full disclosure, I was the one nobody would play with because I didn't know
Josh.
what was going on.
Oh.
And I would get caught or I would get people in trouble.
That's funny.
So don't invite Joshua along. Anyway, that's
Mom said-
pain for another time.
On the way back, I do put my arm around Skip, just trying to comfort him a little bit
Oh, that's
because
nice
he's
of
crying
you.
into his face, into his hands.
All right, you guys are going to the. He's just taking you back to your cabin.
Yeah.
but he does make a stop at the counselor cabin first.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
So
think we
JB
gotta get to
he
the
actually
cabin.
hands you off to JB. And
Deal.
JB walks you guys back to your cabin, and as he's walking, he's talking. He goes like, "Sneaking out at night, kids. Like I totally did that when I was one of you, but now that I'm older, I realize it's not cool. There could be like heinous animals in the campground at night, or like some gnarly like hook killer, and so it's just better stay in your cabins, little dudes, because it's safer."
JB, have you ever heard of someone getting hurt?
Totally, dude. All the time kids are getting hurt at camp. Like my year, we totally had this kid who... And then he looks at Skip and how upset Skip's looking. He's like, I'll tell you later. Like when it's daytime.
Right, and there's not a Wendigo or whatever hanging out.
A Winnebago.
One what?
A Winnebago?
Winnebago?
A Winneskinwalker.
Dude, are you guys scared because of that story the sergeant told?
No, we weren't phased at all.
No, don't worry, dude. That was like a total lie. He's just trying to scare you.
Then where did that howl come from?
He totally set that up as a practical joke. You know he had to. Dude, this isn't your first time here.
That's true.
I
That's
barely
true.
know the sergeant. He totally is the type to do it.
I think you're right. Skip, it's probably all just planned. It's no big deal.
I want you guys right now to like totally give me your most excellent pledge that you're not going to sneak out anymore.
Yeah, I promise.
Crossies. behind
Are
your
you
back.
lying?
Is that a charm?
It would
that
be a
was,
charm if
that
you're
was
lying.
just that wasn't. I mean, of course I was lying, but it was just me
So
being
you're
like,
trying to do it in a believable way.
yeah, I promise. Yeah, of course. We're not the kind of kids to break the rules. He had to go to the bathroom, is what he said, and we just wanted to go for a walk. How do I have to roll a charm again?
I think you might have to roll a charm, or is JB just super gullible?
That's up to you.
Or
That's
does he
my
just want to go to bed?
He might just want to go to bed, but he also wants to do. He seems like he actually cares about doing a good job at being a counselor. So I'm gonna
Sucks.
I'm gonna
'Cause
make
this
you
surfer
try and
bum-
lie. Go ahead and try to lie to him.
Yes.
What'd you get?
I got one.
Okay, and then he looks at Skip, and Skip's like, "Oh, I'm never leaving the cabin again." So,
And that's believable.
and that is believable because he's not lying, or he doesn't think he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, don't worry, dudes. I'll be back in the morning. I'll take you to breakfast. It's all going to be peaches and cream in the morning. So let's go to bed, okay? Don't wake up your cabin mates when you go in there.
Deal. I
Seriously.
promise I won't wake them up when
You
I go
probably
in.
should check, but he's not going to.
Yes.
Because
good.
he's too stupid.
That's the one thing I was worried about. Is that he was
Right?
going to tuck us in or something.
I was thinking we'd have to book it back.
Yeah.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing now?
I'm going to finish the route.
No
Deliver
more,
the candy.
no more running into the golf cart.
Cool. How do the kids at the cabins react?
You are everyone's favorite person in camp. Like everyone's always happy to see you. They always know exactly what a visit from you means, or the people who it's their first year, they're learning that. Like when Isaac Wexler comes to your cabin, it's like he brought the party to town. But they also know they need to keep it on the DL.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
they're quiet about it, but yeah.
You're
You
like-
walk in that denim jacket
Yep.
with all the patches,
Denim
and
jacket
everyone's
with
just
all the
like,
patches and the band buttons.
Wexler in the house. Everyone's like, yeah. Tiffany's like, what the
Softly.
crap? You're like a celebrity.
Yeah. First day of camp treats, everybody.
So like, how come I never got candy last year?
It's been a progressive, like every year I get more and more to share with the world. I can only do so much with what I have, and the route's been expanding for years.
He thought girls were icky last year. I had to convince him that equality was the best method.
Sure.
Follow what? Aw, did you believe in like cooties? That was so elementary school.
If I say yes, can we stop talking?
I think they're still in elementary school, right? What did she get out of elementary school?
No, they're 12. That's junior
No,
high.
it's,
Okay.
it's junior high time.
I'm 11, so I'm going into junior high.
That must be so scary.
No way, dude. I've been smoking outside of the junior high for years.
Thane? Have you really?
No,
You are a
probably not.
troublemaker. They delivered the candy and you guys end up at the lake.
Are you going to sneak back out to join us at the lake?
I'm not. Hondo's a little happy that this happened because I don't want to go to the lake.
That's why he jumped out to save Skip.
Oh,
Oh.
It
all
all
makes sense.
Oh, I just
Hondo's
Because
remembered.
Hondo doesn't like the... I forgot.
That's
I
why I
guess
said
didn't
there's
forget.
a little bit
but-
of a silver lining here
Yeah.
because.
Well, they're not really swimming, I didn't think anyways. Are you guys going to try and
No.
skinny dip or something
No.
crazy?
But either
good.
way,
Yeah. You guys are just sitting on the docks or whatever looking at
I'm
the lake.
skipping
That's-
rocks.
That's why
Yeah.
Honda was like, "I'll take care of it myself.
oh, I
you
see.
guys go to the swimming.
That's good. Nice
I'll
job.
just do my." Yeah.
Full moon reflecting off the water. There's some noises around. Obviously, a lot of bird noises, but also just like crickets, night sounds. There's still a few fireflies out.
And a giant metal stuff poking up out of the water.
Yeah, like some monolith of the past.
That's my goal, is to skip a rock into that.
So you guys just sit there and I guess talk? Any scene anyone wants to play out at the lake other than just hanging out?
I like a rock skipping contest with
Rock-
Thane.
All right,
Yeah.
rock skipping contest.
Oh,
Tiffany's
yeah.
like, I am totally in for this. You guys are going to
Tiff?
see my major skills.
Okay, whoever hits that monolith wins.
Is that what we're calling the hideout now?
Yeah,
yeah.
The monolith? All right,
it's pretty good.
everyone who's doing it, roll a, I'm going to say force.
Force. Yes.
Oh, I have no points in force. This is going to be fun.
It's okay.
Good
You
thing I
can
have
roll
force
7 dice and
points
nothing
and bug
matters.
You're good with your hands, not with or mouth,
I just
not with your
realized
hands.
that, like, the
that's true in
original
all
reason
seven.
why I wanted to do this
Nope.
scene was to talk to them about stuff.
Oh, did you have
But I
stuff?
can't because Tiffany's here. You distracted me with the promise of the lake.
I'm sorry.
I rolled double twos, so I did poorly.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah,
I got 1-6.
Mine just
Was it
sinks.
Snake Eyes?
What's the force for?
I did not.
Skipping
you,
rocks.
you
skipping
also?
rocks.
What did you get, Thane?
I got 1 success.
I chuck it really hard and it just goes.
Yep.
So Tiffany actually does manage to skip it like once or twice. But Thane won the kid versus kid roll off,
Nice.
which means he skipped all the way. And I'm going to say that's more difficult. So you got a 1, meaning you did skip it way more than anyone else. So you won the contest, did not get to the monolith.
You got all summer, buddy.
That's my goal.
All
The monolith.
summer.
I'm trying to think of a name to call this. The gong skip, like
He's going for the gong skip.
the lake skip.
You'll get there.
We'll find this.
We'll get it together.
Yeah, it's a journey. I've got all
the
summer.
golden,
And it's
the golden
about the journey.
gong.
The golden gong.
Okay, you guys are just talking and laughing and skipping rocks. And then again in the forest across the way.
Ugh. So, ready to go to bed? Back
And
to
you
the cabin?
hear the sound of a splash in the lake, like at the other side of the lake.
We run, right?
Yeah, guys, I run.
I'm already.
Yeah, when you guys turn around, like Tiffany Stacy's like pulling Kieran's arm. She's like, "We're out of here right now
We gotta go.
Karen's like kind of resistant, like
because you want to fight it."
yeah, like my
Justice.
childish heroic justice spirit is like ready for this.
Oh, really?
But a couple tugs and I agree, and
Oh, okay.
I get pulled along and I start running with
Well,
everybody.
because you're the last one left. All the boys have run
Well,
off.
Yeah.
the boys have run.
Well, it takes me a
I'm
little while
impressed
to
that
get away
Tiffany
too.
waited.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Tiffany, yeah. Apparently, she likes you enough to not want you to be killed by monsters.
Oh, that's nice.
As you're running, the last thing you see is something large come out of the lake and then back in, kind of like
Ugh.
a whale hump thing, but not that big.
Or
It's
Nessie.
like something just like
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
you see something come out and dive back into the lake, bigger than it would be a fish,
A mermaid.
and it was like a lighter color, whatever it was. You just saw a white flash come in and go back in.
Just enjoying a midnight swim. No big deal.
No big deal,
No big
right?
deal.
No,
It's
you're,
just,
you're not scared at all with this big
Let's
thing
see.
jumping out
Am
of
I scared?
You seem
No,
a
I'm
little-
not scared even a little bit.
Nice. Good for you.
Which is impressive because the story scared the crap out of me.
Right? Everyone else is scared, I think.
Yeah. So as we're running, I'm just like, so what the hell was that?
You guys make it back to your respective cabins.
Skippy and I are playing Uno.
Are you?
Because I assume he wasn't going to go right to bed.
Yeah. Would you have known how to play Uno
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
In the 80s?
in the
The
80s?
For sure.
yeah, who doesn't?
All right.
But
But you know Hondo doesn't know.
Hondo doesn't. But
So you're
Hondo,
probably really awing at the fact that you know this game so well.
Yes,
Having
that's
never
true.
played it before.
It's another card game.
Hondo anticipated it was going to be a poker game, but it's not that at all.
no.
Somehow I'm very excited about those reverses and skips.
You're right. It changes the whole game. It's like adding some strategy into a otherwise very straightforward luck-based game.
So we come in, and before I go to bed, I'm just like, hey, Uno, that's cool. Skip, you did great tonight. And I chuck him a Twizzlers.
He almost catches it. It hits him in the face.
I love it. Oh, Skip.
Scare him, assault him.
He'll get there.
He'll get there.
Like you're trying, I feel like you're trying to make him lovable, but I don't know about Hondo loving him yet.
Anyone else have anything they want to do tonight?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next day, you're all woken up by the sound of reveille being played.
Yep, of
Of
course.
course, there it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
over the loudspeaker. And you who have been to the camp already know that means that you're supposed to put on your Camp Kinky Wampus workout clothes and fall out for PT.
PT.
Oh, my least favorite part of camp.
Run by the man himself, the sergeant. So that goes for the girls as well. You guys get there and he's like, all right, soldiers, fall out. Ready? And we're going to do 20 jumping jacks. Go. And then he like leads you through jumping jacks, leads you through some push-ups, some sit-ups, and then he makes you guys run, and then he makes you guys run the obstacle course.
How well does Skips do on this?
Skip sucks.
How
So
good is Ingrid at this?
Ingrid, she is not the most athletic, but she is big and strong. So
Right.
she's able to do some of this stuff better than you think she'd be able to.
But like agility things, probably
But
not.
agility things
Quick
not as
things.
much, but like strength-based things, she's got it.
I want to make her my sidekick.
Like your camp counselors are there and they're like helping you through the exercises and talking you through
Except
it and
for
doing
Molly.
it. Except for Molly is in the corner with her cigarette, just kind of watching. And the
Such a good
sergeant's like,
influence.
"What is your problem? What's your malfunction, counselor?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, oh, my ankle, it hurts. Oh,
Oh.
oh, maybe
Oh.
tomorrow." And then he's like, "Yeah, see the camp nurse about that." And then he turns around and she just goes back to her smoking. She actually did a half-hearted attempt at hiding it when he walked up, but
I love that she's just smoking in front of everyone.
I know, right?
So
it's the
fun.
80s.
Yeah.
It was edgy.
Yeah.
All right. Just to see how well you performed on the obstacle course, everyone roll a move.
Move it.
Not just the obstacle course, but like after all of the exercise and stuff.
This is terrible roll for me. Ah, yes,
Dang
I
it.
succeeded.
Nice.
Ah,
Who got
I
the
got a
most
one. I got a
successes?
one.
You got a one? One. How many
on.
successes did everybody
I got
get?
0.
Zero?
It's frustrating because I should be good at these things.
got other luck
I got
points.
none.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Yeah.
should luck this
I
thing.
might as well.
You want to use the luck on this?
Why not?
This will be your second
You
out
got-
of how many lucks
have
do you
four.
have?
It's four.
He has
That's
the
right.
most out of all.
I'm going to push it. On
Why
mine.
not?
You're going to push it?
Yeah.
That means you still take a condition.
Like
That's fine.
exhausted.
All right.
I just don't want to use all my luck.
Remember,
Damn
you're
it.
at a -1 already.
I didn't do that roll.
Did you do that?
So what's my condition?
You were injured.
Exhausted. Oh,
So you
sure,
tried to
okay.
push yourself so hard on the obstacle course that you actually did trip on something and kind of rolled your ankle
Oh.
a little bit.
The rope.
That
It's
is
climbing the
20
rope.
dice.
That's the worst.
Okay.
Sorry.
Am I
I'm
still
in the
upset?
corner like,
There it is.
Ah.
And JB goes to Molly and he's like, "It looks like one of your campers is hurt." She's like, "Yeah, that's terrible."
tamale.
She says it to Molly. And Molly's like,
Tamale.
It's really good.
Delicious. A tamale. Am I still upset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the conditions
Session.
stay until one of those three things happen. Either you have to have a sit-down talk with at least 2 other kids, talk to your
Talked
anchor.
with you guys last night.
Or I
so
was
that's
meant
true.
to get to the third option, and then somebody interrupted me. I don't remember what happened.
Oh, what was the third
Not
option?
Vinny.
The third option is a kid who has lead can roll to help you get rid of 1 condition.
Hi, my name's Isaac.
And I'm
He's
going to make so
He's the only one
Isaac,
with lead.
Isaac and Kieran
yeah,
both have
okay,
lead,
That's good.
Yeah.
and I'm going to make them say
Why?
what their character would say to help you with your issue, to help you get rid of your condition.
Fuck up, Hondo. Okay.
Like, Hondo, you're a grown man. Act like it.
That's true.
That would be Hondo. I mean, that would be Kieran.
Yep.
Although
Anyway.
you're not a grown man at this point.
Yeah, but I am.
So actually,
But I'm not.
Tiffany
You're
Stacy is super competitive. She wants to win the cabin countdown this year, and so she actually does a pretty good job
Does she have like
on the obstacle course.
the forehead thing?
Yes,
Yes,
and
man.
the warmer. She has the leg warmers and like the
Nice.
bandana, like the sweatbands,
Sweatbands on her
on her
wrists,
wrists and her
forehead.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She has scrunchies, but does she have that thing in her t-shirt where you weave it through?
yeah. It's like the little knot thing.
yeah. All kind of hot pinks and greens.
Yep.
and- Cool.
Neon greens. So
Push it to the limit.
Is there like a sidelines where everyone that
Yeah.
is sucking at this is just sitting over
where
there?
there's just a line of kids who have injured themselves
Yeah.
from
On
trying to
day
do it.
one.
I
Of
love
which
it.
Skip and Kieran are one.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
the
did
first
you
day.
luck roll?
Yeah, I didn't get one.
You didn't get
I
one?
did not succeed.
So you also are injured. Oh no, you're exhausted.
Oh, that sounds better.
Here's the thing. You're
don't know.
exhausted because you are a little ball of energy.
It's true.
You're like one big nerve ending. Here's my take on it.
I was up all night.
I should let you do
eating
this, but you
snowballs.
guys were up all night, but also you were probably trying to show off a little bit in your troublemaking and
a little bit.
tuckered yourself out, little guy.
Aw.
So you are also on the sidelines now, the loser bench.
Well,
The rest of the day goes by pretty normal, and then it comes time for the combined cabin. So you guys do separate into cabin, a cabin and a girl cabin to do certain things. So the Sago Lily cabin and the
Woodchuck.
Woodchuck cabin,
Woodchuck.
Woodchuck?
you guys get paired up.
Skip never says
Skip is not
woodchuck, huh?
catching on to the woodchuck
I know.
thing yet. I know I told you this yesterday, but every time as Hondo goes back into his accent, every time one of us says woodchuck, everyone else echoes
Woodchuck.
woodchuck. Yeah. Let's try it. Woodchuck.
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 Skip, you did it. That was great, but a little more enthusiasm.
I got to be a little honest. I'm feeling like you're condescending.
No, they're all doing it. We're all doing it.
Don't you want to
It's
be
a
a
thing.
woodchuck?
but
team
you're-
spirit.
It's like you're talking down to me.
No. I just want you to be a part of the team, dude.
Woodchuck.
I want you to be woodchuck. I just want you to be a part of the family.
Oh wait, so I was supposed to
You
to
were,
do it
yeah.
instead.
It'll come. No big deal.
It'll click.
I just can't deal with Skip right now.
Thane just walks
is
away.
hanging out. It
exhausted
comes
for
time
this.
for the swim test.
Oh,
The
Oh.
opening of camp. Everyone
Yes.
has to pass a swim test, or else you will be excluded from being able to do any of the water sports, including
So
but not
if-
limited to.
If we fail this one time, we can never swim again.
guys, have you
Rowing.
seen Jaws? Because I'm getting a Jaws vibe.
Also, remember last night?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is not
Little
trouble. This is not trouble. You're not in trouble, so you don't have to roll.
Oh,
You only
Oh,
really are
okay.
supposed to roll if there's trouble.
okay.
And
Wait, what?
An obstacle
This is
course?
just a normal. I
Yeah,
might make
yeah.
him roll because
Okay.
this is his problem.
Right.
Sure.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
Hondo has chosen to take, or little Charlie has chosen to take the
Little
trouble of not being able to swim.
Right.
So for him, this is trouble. For you guys
Oh.
who know how to swim, this is just a formality you have to do at the beginning of every summer.
And everyone's doing it. It's not a
No
big deal.
problem. Yeah.
JB's there and Molly's there. JB's in his swimsuit. Molly's in a swimsuit with a windbreaker jacket over the top and flip-flops, leaning against a tree, smoking and idly thumbing through her teen magazine.
Did you name her after Molly Ringwald?
Yes. Actually, all of the people I named, except for JB's first name, are after people who were famous in the 80s. I got a list and I was like, oh, I'll do this person, this
That's
person.
awesome.
You can tell by looking at JB that this JB cares a lot more about his body and being in good physical condition than Joe Bob ever did in Stars Without Number.
Yeah.
So
I assume his hair is always pristine and fluffy, and he always has his sunglasses on.
He's the
yeah,
surfer
it's
dude.
like the
And
sun
he has
bleached
his-
hair. He's not full on preppy though. He's more surfer dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the swim test really just consists of you being able to swim out to a buoy and back
Great.
without a life jacket.
So the consequence of not being able to do this
Is drowning.
is that you won't be able to participate at all in any of the water sports.
No rowing, no canoeing, no water skiing, no
Oh,
any
come
of the
on.
water stuff. And a big part of the cabin countdown is water sports.
Hang on, you have a condition right now, right?
I do have one.
Okay, so I go up to Hondo as everybody's crowding around the shore, and I say, "Hey, man, you think you're going to be able to do this?"
I mean, you know Copernicus, right?
I'm familiar.
I know little Charlie's like hyperventilating a little bit. I don't know why, but I can't do this. Like, I want to do this. I want to do this, and I can do this. I know I can do this, but I can't do this. Get it?
I think so. Just remember, you are not your 12-year-old self. You are Chuck Hondo, librarian, sharpshooter, lawyer, maybe, friend. And if you can dig deep into those memories, your real memories, I think you can do this.
I like this. Can my real memories overcome my drive here?
I guess
my
that's what you
problem?
would be doing. That's what he's trying to get you to do.
Yeah.
All right, so roll your lead.
I got one success.
All right, so he gets rid of your upset condition.
Thanks, Beck.
He
No problem.
has
Oh.
he has successfully talked you into being bold.
And I feel a little bit calmer,
Okay.
and I'm stifling my fear. I don't know, and it just like for Hondo, Chuck. Obviously, that just seems so odd having these fears because it doesn't make any sense to him. He would fish, he would swim, it wouldn't even be a big deal. But he's having these feelings that he can't control.
I think I yell, "Hey, Hondo!" and I'm out on the buoy. Come on, dude! And I'm
King of the
riding it like a
mountain.
bronco.
See? Look at little Thane, dude. He did it.
Yeah, he did.
Did the birds like follow me out on the buoy?
Oh yeah, there's some
They're
like
like
seagulls
swirling
mostly. They're like circling overhead, like carrion birds.
Why is it birds?
Hondo goes because he doesn't want to get his shirt wet. That this is his excuse he's making. He goes to the back of the line. I assume there's a line
Okay,
to
yeah.
go for the swim, and he takes off his shirt and his shoes and he puts it on the ground and then gets to the back of the line.
Okay.
I imagine Hondo with super tan lines, just farm
Yeah,
boy.
of course, of course.
Right.
And Hondo's not afraid of just the water. Like he likes fishing and that kind of stuff. But it's the getting in it.
But you didn't
All right.
even want to go to the lake,
Correct. I mean, it's like standing on a cliff, but not jumping off.
Yeah.
right?
There's a higher chance you'll fall off a cliff if you're on a cliff.
Yeah, and you're on the cliff and you're a little bit nervous, but you know you're good. You know you're safe at that point.
Right.
All right. So while this is going on, like one by one, people are taking their swim tests and they're swimming out and back. They have maybe a couple going at once so that JB can watch them. Like Molly's supposed to be helping, but she's not.
Also, can I be sitting on the buoy next to Thane and just high-fiving everybody that makes it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
You
fun.
got this, man.
He's like,
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna have to swim back though.
Yeah, for sure. But no issue for me.
So, but while this is going on, Officer Ralph pulls up in the golf cart and he comes over and like whispers something to JB.
It hovers, right?
It does.
I don't think you said
because
that,
it's
but it does, yeah.
magnetron.
Magnetron. Right. We didn't really explain the magnetron part. but-
Basically, the idea about it is that there's these magnetic plates on the bottom of the vehicle that push against the natural magnetic field of the Earth, so things hover and you can control how high or low it
Cool.
goes. It says it can go right overhead, and you would feel like the force of it whooshing by, just like you do a car driving by, but there's no like other weird
Okay.
effects about it.
No heat rays or anything.
Yeah. So Ralph comes by, whispers something to JB, and he's like, he looks at the lineup, and just right in front of Hondo is Skip, and so he like goes over to Skip and he's like, "Come with me, little dude," and Skip's like, "Okay," and so JB and Skip get in the little golf cart, and he looks over at Molly. He's like, "Dude, could you do me a solid and watch the kids and maybe do your job?" And Molly's like, "Yeah, I totally got it. Whatever." And she's not even looking up from her magazine.
when
And-
that happened,
Yes.
Hondo's going to sneak away. Attempt to sneak away.
Attempt to sneak away.
Yeah.
Roll a sneak.
Okay. Yeah, I got one. I got
Okay. So you start to sneak away, and Molly, of course, isn't paying attention.
one. Mm-hmm.
The other kids, maybe a few of them see you, don't say anything.
I see Hondo sneaking away, and I just shout as loud as I can.
Dumb shit.
Good job, Hondo! You made it, man!
Thanks, that was fun. And I'm not wet at all. I'm just like totally dry.
Yeah. Molly looks up and she's like, "Look, I don't care if you can swim, but I don't want to get fired. So maybe you could, I don't know.
I'll go grab a water bottle and dump it on me.
Works for me."
Deal.
Okay.
I do that. I get a water bottle from the mess hall.
Where you run into.
Oh shit!
So the wolf pack comes over to you.
Oh,
All
damn.
4 of them.
Have they already passed their swimming trial?
They have earlier that day with the Bluebell cabin,
Right.
and they happen to know from your years past at the camp
Correct. Yeah.
that you don't like swimming. And they're like, "Look, boys, it's the dry cowboy."
Yeah. That's
So weird.
That's me. I'm
Better than
not
a
drunk
wet
right now.
What?
I'm not drunk. I'm not a wet cowboy. I'm
Yeah.
dry. Did they get that?
You know, I really want some competition this year in the cabin countdown. So I'm gonna help you learn how to swim. And he's like, "Get him, boys!" So some of the other boys come over to you to grab you.
And I'm gonna have to fight them off.
You're gonna have to try
No,
to get away.
Going to.
He's Hondo.
So roll a force.
I rolled all 6 of my dice, and I did not succeed, not once. If I push it, what happens?
Yeah, you still take a condition, but there's a chance you could get away.
I am not going to push it.
Okay. They drag you out to the lake.
Guys, leave me
Back out.
alone.
And they're laughing, and they run up, get a running start. They're like holding you up in the air, and they just
I ran
throw
out in
you.
front of them.
Yeah, but they're not right at the docks where everyone
Oh,
else
okay,
is.
I see.
They're
Okay, I
dragging you to another part of the lake.
I was
Maybe
sort of
not too far
thinking.
off. You guys do hear the sound, and you can look over, but by the point they get to the lake, you're too far away still.
Aw.
But you can see it happening.
This is like, like tapping into childhood memories
Is
of,
it? Right?
of Alex, like that time that you felt like totally
Yeah.
out of control, and there were those friggin'
The bullies.
For what it's worth, I do start heading over there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'm booking it over there too.
Yeah.
And actually, even
swimming-
Molly-
swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the other kids are like, they're tugging on Molly, and they're like, "Look," and they're pointing, and she's like, "The kids are in God's hands now." But then she looks up and sees what's going on. She's like, "Oh shit!" And she flicks her cigarette into the lake and starts running as well. drops her magazine.
That's good.
I'm glad she's
Nice.
not completely.
So they throw me in, so I probably can stand, right?
So they walked in as far as they can go on foot, and then threw you in deeper.
Great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
But you could probably tippy toe it if you needed to.
At what point
So-
do we swim up?
So the people on land will probably be faster. So you
I'm
guys will
running over there.
swim.
You don't know how fast I swim.
Yeah.
It's like a
I know exactly how
Speedboat.
fast you
They
swim.
call
You,
us- they
you
call
swim
us the
one success
speedboats.
worth. So there is bonus. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but each skill has a bonus that you can buy with additional successes.
Yeah,
so one
I read
success,
that, but I didn't understand it.
one success means that you did it. 2 successes means you did it, and you can have a bonus effect to it. If you have to
like-
look at the skills in the book, and it'll say there's something else you can buy bonuses to the. To
So,
what
like, if I
happened.
get 2 successes, so say for example, Skip and I are wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and I get 2 successes, I can use one of my successes as I will always win if we ever get wrestle in the future.
Right, things like that. Yeah, you know
Right.
what like his weaknesses are now.
Or he just won't try because he knows
just
that I
won't try
can.
because exactly.
So as I'm thrown in,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be kicking and
Okay.
moving my hands. I don't even know how to freaking doggy paddle, I assume.
Yeah. Roll
I'm just freaking out a little bit.
Roll a force. Physical stress and endurance.
Okay, let's do this. I got 1. 2.
Okay.
I got 2.
2 successes.
Hmm.
So you actually are staying above water, just kicking.
Okay.
Through a combination of your kicking and your freaking out, you actually are treading water.
Great.
But you're like are
Taking
still
in
freaking
some
out.
water, and I'm not. Yeah.
There's no condition added to it. You're not taking any condition because you
Okay.
succeeded, but you are, you're staying above water. Good job. So if you want, you can buy a bonus effect.
Would this mean I can overcome my problem that I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says
If you solve the problem, then you must pick a new one before the next mystery, which I assume would just be the next session for us.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's say
So
that I don't need to. Roll
in a way,
to overcome.
they did teach you how to swim.
They kind of did, and that's the way Grandpa taught me
They
how to
are
swim.
very really just throw them in and let
So
it.
throw them in the middle of Bear Lake.
That's how my great grandpa did it too.
The wolf pack are very unsatisfied with this outcome.
Well,
But by that time, Kieran and Tiffany, Stacy, and Molly, and a lot of the other kids are there, and you two are not far behind swimmers, but you are
We're
swimming
up the rear.
sweet.
Yeah, you guys get there. What do you do, Kieran?
I'm jumping on the wolf.
You have the
oh, cool.
with the wood sword.
Hondo's flailing.
Yes.
All right. Molly actually goes straight for Hondo, and she like pushes the boys aside. You jump on Mitch Wolf.
Yes.
All right.
Straight
Roll
for the
a.
wolf.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
I'm gonna shove his face in the water for being a little shit.
Okay, this will definitely be a force.
Yes.
Are you using your sword?
I'm gonna hit this little bitch
Okay,
into the water.
Because you
so
get
this
two
is
extra-
iconic
yeah.
item, meaning that you get 2 extra dice for using your wooden sword.
Whenever you can find a roll.
You're still at a -1 though, right? Or is it 2 now? You're at a -2.
We can't hurt each other,
So,
You
so
can hurt
much
each
for
other.
using that sword.
Well, you can cause conditions on each other.
but I couldn't like cut a kid.
No, you can't cut a kid.
Well, one of the conditions is injured,
I
so
failed. So
What?
I'm gonna use a luck point and do it again.
Okay. Same number of dice.
Why is it so hard to get a 6? I got a 6.
It is
Okay.
difficult.
It
yeah,
is.
it's hard.
I rolled
All right.
25 dice and didn't get one.
And he is just a standard NPC because he's a kid. So you actually do. You jump on his back and he like is unsteady for a little bit, and then you just like hit the back of his leg with your wooden sword and he drops to one knee, and then you just like shift all your weight forward to douse him and like dunk him in the water face
Yeah.
down.
See
And
how he likes it.
Tiffany's like, oh my gosh, what are you? Oh my gosh. Like she's freaking out, but she doesn't know what to do there on
I'm
land.
screaming, Justice!
All right, Molly's
Molly's helping me out.
helping you out, and she turns around and
Yes.
sees what Kieran's doing, and she's like, "No, stop!" Oh, who am I kidding? He deserves it. And so she just like finishes dragging Hondo out of the lake.
Yeah, I'm still having a little bit of fit in my brain, and I'm hyperventilating. I'm breathing hard.
Right.
And it's just I'm a little scared.
All
I'm a
right,
little nervous.
by this point, you two are
Yeah.
now there. So what are you two gonna do?
I'm taking a lead from Kieran and jumping one of the wolf pack.
Actually, and the Wolfpack are trying to. One of them at least is trying to pry you off.
I jump on that guy's back.
You jog on that. Okay,
Yeah.
roll a force.
Force.
But I didn't take it a condition then, right?
You did not take a condition because you succeeded on your thing.
Okay.
You took a condition before.
But Spence fixed
But
that.
I fixed it.
I got 2 successes.
Oh, okay, yeah. You full on.
Can I buy
yeah,
something?
buy a.
Head to the
So-
store.
Don't unconscious a kid in the water. That's a dick move.
I'm not gonna do that.
But you could give a kid another success.
But I really want to frighten this kid. So every time like we're around, I just like pump fake that I'm gonna hit him, and he's just like flinching all the
so
time.
from now on, you've got this
Yeah.
kid scared of you.
yeah.
Okay.
This dude's terrified.
I believe that.
How old is this kid who's now scared of an 11-year-old?
I know, right?
Exactly.
He might be the same age or maybe a little bit older, actually, like 12, 13.
Thane's big for his age.
I am big for my age,
And he's travieso.
and I'm
Troublemaker.
yes.
It does sound much nicer. In
All
Spanish.
right. Isaac, what are you doing?
I go make sure Hondo's okay, and I say, Hondo, are you all right, man? And then I look over at Kieran and Thane and like, hey, that's neat. Anyway,
Woodchucks.
Woodchucks!
Skip?
No.
Oh.
Skips out with JB.
Say go Lily!
Silence.
Tiffany, you gotta back me up on this. If I can't be with the boys, you gotta be the boy for me.
Be the boy for
Be
me.
the boy,
Karen?
Tiffany.
Our friendship is new, but I'm never going to be your boy.
I love this conversation is happening while the fight's happening.
I'm like holding a kid underwater.
All right. Molly finally like pulls you off. And by this point, actually, JB has returned with Skip, and Skip's just sitting there with his eyes like, what the crap? And JB's like breaking it up, and he's like, whoa, dude, fighting is way outside the rules.
Hondo, I just think he's gonna run again. He's just gonna run away.
Is it Hondo is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Hondo runs?
And Hondo runs. Well,
Okay.
because Isaac says, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Shut up, leave me alone," and I run away.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you're
Okay.
throwing the temper tantrum now.
Yes, I am.
He's a
Yes.
kid. He's a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it fits.
But also,
he's been
like-
embarrassed in front of everyone.
Exactly, but also like Hondo's just like, I just want to be alone. Screw you guys.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's good.
I'm not going to the bunk.
Where are you going to go?
The woods.
Just the woods?
Yeah.
All right.
That's where Charlie Hondo's gonna be comfortable, just out by
Okay.
himself.
All right. Charlie runs away.
You're gonna. Never mind.
All right.
You're gonna get killed.
Too
Billy
loud.
is there now, actually.
What?
As I get
Billy?
pulled away,
Oh.
I'm going to do the eyes thing, like I'm watching you to the
You're like doing the
Cool.
movement. You
Yeah.
trace an invisible line pointing at your eyes and then over to who?
to the wolf guy,
To the-
whatever his
to
name
Mitch
is.
Wolf?
Mitch Wolf.
Oh, he comes up super pissed out of the water. Like his
got
hair's all
dumped
wet
by
and
a-
like plastered to his face, and he looks like he wants to come at you.
You got beat by Justice and a girl. and a 12-year-old. Suck on it.
And some of his like wolf pack friends are trying to hold him back because now the fuzz is there. And JB's like, "What the crap, dude? Your kids are rowdy and ruffians. They're picking on my kids." He's
Yeah,
like-
man, keep your wolf pack under control.
Yeah.
And Billy's just like, "You're just sad because your kids are wimps."
How many of us got dunked in the water? 1. You got 2. This guy, and I flinched towards Scared Wolf.
I put my hand out for a high five to Thane.
Boom.
Boom.
High five.
And it echoes across the lake.
You guys get taken away. All of you.
Away.
So where?
Yeah, so you get escorted away. So Officer Ralph's back and he's like, this has Wexler written all over it.
I literally did nothing.
That's true. You said, Hondo, are you okay?
swam a lot in a swim test.
He just knows from years past that you're the one that he's got to keep an eye on. Everything is your fault.
I love it.
So they just pack up, like, you can't fit in the golf cart. So he just takes, like, Kieran and Isaac and Thane. Can't find Hondo because he ran into the woods.
He did.
And the wolf pack. And, like, takes you guys to the Harmony Hut. I don't know what it's called. To be sorted out.
Solitary?
He takes you to solitary, but I'm going to have, like, separate solitary units for you guys and the wolf pack.
That's a good idea. I mean, you could use, like, the mess hall or the,
Yeah, but I like the idea of there being, like,
There's a place.
a place that you guys go to. It's like jail. It's camp jail.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a repurposed, like, horse stall.
Stable.
Stable. The solitary stable.
solitary stable.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not too
it.
bad.
All by itself.
So, Kieran, you're actually in your own little stable thing because you're a girl.
Sexism.
Wait, so me and
So you
Hondo
don't
are
beat
in the
up all the
same.
boys.
No, you and Thane. Hondo has run into the woods somewhere.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
And then the wolf pack is in another one. And you all kind of know the rules that you're not allowed to talk to each other when you're in the stable.
Ralph, this is sexism, and I don't like it.
Rolf?
Whoa, you just calm down, little lady.
Sexism is bad.
You were doing some very unladylike things, I've been told.
You didn't see it. You wouldn't know. This is unfair.
We were actually in the right on this one, Ralphie boy.
You quiet down, Wexler. I know your type. First it was that Mike kid, and now you.
He's keeping an eye on us.
Yeah,
Right.
and then eventually your counselors come with the sergeant. All right, privates, tell me what happened.
Let me tell you about your privates. And that's all I say.
What is...
That's all you say?
I explained the whole situation and how we're not to blame at all, and how it looked like the wolf pack was forcing Hondo into the water.
But he's like, eyewitness accounts would collaborate what happened and what you're telling me happened.
Yeah, see, Sarge, we're good on this one.
No,
And
I agree that what they did was wrong, but I don't condone fighting among our privates.
If someone tries to drown a woodchuck,
Yeah.
we're gonna fight back. Woodchucks fight back.
Woodchucks fight back.
He's like, I like your moxie, kid, and there is a part of me that says no one gets left behind, and brotherhood and all that. But I can't just have kids running around beating each other up.
I agree. You can't. And I point out the wolf pack.
Oh, I will deal with the wolf pack.
He's calling him the wolf pack.
It's a thing now.
We made a stick.
Okay, now he sighs. He's like, I will deal with the red squirrel cabin. I can only address with you what you did.
Nothing. Literally, I took a swim test. I checked on my friend who was almost drowned. And now I'm in jail. Horse jail.
I don't know why I'm in trouble. I just stood up for justice.
Right. And Molly and JB are there, and Molly's like, yeah, he didn't hit anybody. She
Very convincing.
noticeably missing is the cigarette and the attitude because she kind of messed up on this one.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, Private Wexler, you can go.
Yes, sir. Is Ralph still there?
Ralph is there.
I-
And he
I-
looks super, he's like, you're just gonna let him go?
Yeah, as I'm leaving, I wink at him.
Nice. Are you trying to incite him to do something or just taunting him?
No, just taunting, even though I
Okay.
did nothing wrong. It's just,
That's why
This is
he
fun.
thinks it's always
yeah,
you.
you got to keep the fire stoked.
All right.
Yeah.
He's like, little lady, Kieran, I hear that you employed a foreign object in your fighting.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have anything.
Normally, I don't condone a girl fighting at all.
I don't know. I think young ladies in this day and age need to be able to stick up for themselves, sir. Don't you agree with that? Don't you agree that everyone has to do their part in sticking up for justice?
So good.
I absolutely agree that women should know how to
And if
defend
I have to
themselves.
suffer the sexism in this camp, shouldn't I be able to stand up for my friends?
You're calling him out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're calling him out.
I mean, I
I'm-
know you have nothing to do with it, Sergeant. You're just having to follow the rules. It's fine.
Now, I'm not going to just go easy on you because you're a girl. Now, why don't you tell me exactly what you thought you were doing by hitting another kid with a stick?
I saw one of my very best friends in the whole world being thrown into a situation that was dangerous for him and something that he was uncomfortable with. And I decided, as a superhero myself, that I needed to jump into the situation and handle it. And I admit, maybe I went over the line, but wouldn't you go over the line for a dear brother, a best friend? Wouldn't you do anything that you could do to try to make things right? And the stress that was put on my friend was way worse than anything that I employed on that other boy. And he's totally fine. I mean, look at him. Look at that stupid smirk on his face. He thinks he's getting away with something, but he's not. Justice, sir. That is my case.
That was awesome.
That was so good.
That was perfect.
After all of that, I'm going to make you roll a charm.
I think that was very charming.
That was
was
very
good.
charming. Listen up, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and award 1 extra die for the excellent role playing that just happened. And if anybody has a problem with that, too bad. I'm the GM. So go ahead.
All right. Please. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to luck.
Okay.
I'm out of luck now.
You're all out of luck.
I'm so lost.
Without you.
Nope.
No successes?
Ugh.
Damn it. It was such a... Okay,
It's
that's
hard.
fine.
It was great.
It was
Yeah.
super great. This would be another condition?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and the only ones left are scared or exhausted.
I'm
I'm gonna make you exhausted out of the sheer fact that you just put so much energy into this play.
Oh, but she can still technically succeed even though she takes his condition, right? Where you
yeah, that's the thing. So
Okay.
he gives you a look.
I give him the brightest smile that I
Yes,
can manage.
and his look communicates to you, or at least what he's trying to communicate, is that he admires your spunk, but you still know you did something a little wrong by hitting
admitted
someone,
it.
another kid with a stick. He just gives you a look, and he's like, 1 hour of dish duty with that heart.
I mean, okay, sir.
Now get out of here.
That's like a gift.
For the purposes of the podcast, it's a gift.
I give him a little salute.
Thane, he goes to you next.
What she said, the justice. And so
That's your defense. Roll a charm.
If he gets out of it on
That would
luck,
be so hilarious.
I would love. I don't have a ton of heart. I do have 1 in charm though. Yay!
So
And 2 heart.
that's 3 dice.
Do I get a bonus die?
Well, what's your no? You definitely don't get a bonus die. What's
Shut
your
up, Alex.
Sorry, I was just like, is it? I just was checking.
what is your iconic item?
A hacky sack.
That's so inspiring.
I don't think it would apply in this situation.
Yeah, and I have a condition, so I have to
What?
drop one of my
Shut up, Alex.
3 dice because Alex was so kind to point that
I
out.
was just looking and then. Sorry, I just pulled a skip.
Nope.
Oh,
No successes?
No
You
successes.
could luck it.
I've already used 2. That would be 3 of 4. Can I
Or something.
request my punishment?
I'd like to request my punishment,
this is
sir.
All right. The sergeant is not unreasonable. And he does understand the fact that you guys were trying to help a friend.
Yes.
So he starts to suggest that you have a different hour of dish duty. So Kieran will be doing an hour of dishes and you'll be doing an hour of dishes. So that's what he suggests. Do you try to counter suggest?
Yeah, I say, I've got nothing for this, but Sarge, let me level with you. I am real clumsy, and I'm going to break a lot of these dishes if you put me dishwashing. Soapy water, it's wet, it's slippery. That's the last thing you need right now. But I think my services would be better rendered, and I hate to say this because I hate to be humiliated in front of the whole camp, but serving lunch I think would be better for me. And I think Ed Hart can agree with that if you want to ask him.
I am going to make you roll a charm.
yeah.
Yes!
Are you-
That's a 6.
All right.
Nice.
He's like, all right, Private, report to the cafeteria.
What time of day?
But just remember, this is a punishment.
It's probably about lunch now that we've done
Yeah.
swimming in the
swimming
morning.
and all the.
But as you're walking away, you hear him lay into the wolf pack.
Ooh.
He's like, first the thing with the underwear, and now with the drowning a kid. He's like, Billy, I expect you to whip these privates into model citizens.
I do a little dance behind the sergeant.
All right.
Like, haha, Wolfpack. So good.
Ed Hart the whole time is like giving you guys sweets that he's made, and he's like he's experimenting with stuff, and so he'll
Like
feed you
special
guys like
brownies.
donuts and things, and he's like, yeah.
I need to get in trouble more often.
You guys find out that the reason that JB and Skip had to leave
Oh,
the
yeah.
lake was because somebody had run Skip's tidy whities up the flagpole. So now
Oh.
the rest of
Were
the
they pure white?
they were mom washed and pressed with
Good.
the name sewn into the lining.
That's the
so
worst. So everyone knows who they are.
As long
everyone
as he-
knows who they are.
I mean, it's better that he didn't have a mess.
Yeah. So all through lunch, like everyone's stopping and putting their hand over their heart and pledging allegiance to the tidy whities of Skip.
Kids
They
are
didn't
assholes.
take it down.
Kids are
they did take it down, but a lot of the camp saw it before that
okay.
happened.
I pledge allegiance to
Poor
Skip's
Skip.
butt.
Kieran said.
It was probably set up as a diversion specifically.
Ooh.
So let's talk about
that's-
Hondo. Where did you end up, Hondo?
I took a little bit of a break in the woods. I calmed down.
So while you were in the woods.
Huh? Okay. All right.
killed.
Hondo's not going to go a break today. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. So you're upset. You're
Yeah.
in the woods. Not condition-wise upset, just character-wise upset.
Sitting back against a tree, pine tree,
Yeah.
just kind of like trying to mentally go through this,
Yeah.
process everything that's happened.
You hear the sound of flies. A lot of flies.
Okay. I'm going to go and investigate
You're
that.
going to go
for sure.
investigate? Okay.
Because even though I'm a little bit torn up right now, I'm interested in what's going on over there.
All right. You follow it, and you come across the carcass of like a full-on huge deer, antlers and everything, but it looks like it's been ripped apart by deep gashes, like somebody had 3 knives in a row and just ripped at it. Its ribs are fully exposed, like its guts are hanging out, but a lot of the meat's been like, there might even be some weird bite marks in it
Yeah.
of sharp, jagged teeth. And it kind of seems like it was fresh-ish, like maybe done early morning hours that same day.
Okay. Hondo is not thinking about the swimming anymore.
That's weird.
He probably knows that this isn't a normal, like a wolf attack or anything like that. Hondo being Hondo and Hondo being Charlie.
Yeah, so the
Farm
Hondo
boy.
skills of the Texas Ranger that you once were, the Hondo skills,
Mm-hmm.
you could tell that this was not a wolf or even a bear. It
Can-
seems like it was something
Supernatural.
Monster-esque.
maybe monster-esque.
Can I investigate to see if there's any evidence of where it went, what kind of monster it was?
Roll and
Footprints,
investigate.
Okay.
Are you going to taste the dirt?
Can-
Are you going to taste the corpse?
Can I? Is there anything I can do with my Leatherman to help me investigate?
Probably pick through things. Sure.
Okay, I'm doing it. If I need to, I'll touch the carcass, but I'm
Right.
gonna use my knife to poke at it and junk.
All right. What'd you
I
get?
just rolled 7. I got nothing.
7 dice with
7
no
dice and
success.
nothing.
If you use a luck point, you get to roll all 7 again.
I know. I'm gonna use my luck point.
I mean, you don't have to.
I'm
but-
going to, because this is very intriguing to me, and I need to preoccupy my time with my brain with other things besides what just happened.
What just happened at the
Yeah.
lake with the bullies?
hmm All right, I got 1.
You
6.
got 1 success?
Yeah.
All right. Given your skills, clouded slightly by your childish brain,
Uh-huh.
you do kind of find some tracks that do not look like any animal you've ever seen, and they're kind of human spacing. Like it looks like whatever it was walking on 2
2,
feet, 2
not
feet.
4.
And the gashes made in the animal look like they were deep enough and long enough that they were made with extremely long claws.
Like a couple inches.
Yeah.
Okay. Weirdly, Hondo's a little bit excited, but also, this is
Yeah.
this is a little scary because
little
he's a kid
scary.
still.
Yeah.
So, fresh off of that find,
Yeah.
I run back to the cabin.
So you missed lunch
My cabin.
probably.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I'm also I'm wanting to sneak back to the cabin without anyone seeing me. Blah blah blah.
Thane.
That's me.
Ethart noticed that Hondo was not at lunch, and he sent back with you a
Aw.
ham sandwich wrapped in white paper to give to.
That's nice.
What a stud!
The-
Eddie
Do
is.
I eat it though?
I
That's
know,
the
yeah.
question.
The camp rumor mill has already
Mhm.
distributed the events of what happened to everybody.
Clamoring? Yeah.
Do people eat lunch segregated by cabin?
They don't have to. No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
more like cafeteria at school. Like
Okay.
they just have some tables out and you can sit wherever you want.
Sexism does not prevail at food time.
At food time, Tiffany Stacy is sitting by you as close as she can to Isaac. She does ask Kieran about like what punishment did you get? What did it feel like hitting that guy with a stick? Can I have a stick? Is the mask necessary for justice? Did it get wet? What happens when it gets wet? Do you have multiple masks?
Well, I've got spares in my bag, but it's covered in Mod Podge.
I'll pass.
Well, I'm imagining that her whole
Okay.
mask is coated in it, so it's
Okay.
waterproof, but she
Oh, there
has
you go.
extras in her bag in case something happens.
Tiffany Stacy did fish your wood sword out of the lake, and she
She's awesome.
smuggles it to you because now the staff knows that you hit
What did it
people
feel
with
like
it.
to hit that child? It felt like power.
Kieran's a villain in this one.
Yeah.
The wolf pack is actually
we're on a
sitting.
slippery slope.
The wolf pack's actually sitting with Ingrid Blumstein.
Uh-oh.
Blumstein, that's it.
Get away from my future sidekick.
What are we serving
You
today?
served.
Spaghetti?
Sounds
We're
like
gonna
ham
jump ahead.
sandwiches.
Oh, ham sandwich.
Oh, unless there's something specific you want to do when
Potato
you
salad. That's what I'm doing.
You're in the paper wedge cap that they make you wear, and then
Awesome.
like the
I'm wearing
disposable
it
plastic
sideways.
gloves, so they're super big on you, and then you're wearing like the blue apron.
I give my friends extra helpings and
Nice.
the wolf pack very little.
Minimal.
Ooh,
I feel like that should be reversed on potato salad.
you showed them. Potato salad's yummy,
I love
but can't
potato
potato
salad.
salad. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's Ed Hart.
Ed Hart makes it good.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
hard.
That is
Thanks,
true.
Thane.
Man, you showed them. Whew.
Yeah, it was
What?
You
great.
give them a little bit less.
Uh-huh.
I
Just
love
like,
it.
Oh, I
suck
thought
it,
you meant
wolf
back on the lake. You're not here.
I'm not here. No.
pack. Where's
And-
Hondo?
Ed Hart helps you do the dishes, Kieran. Actually, he does like the majority of them.
I just see the small
yeah,
stuff.
your hour
just
goes
sit
by
on the
with
counter
him
and talk to
telling
him.
stories, and you guys just kind of talking and laughing.
I want to tell him about an amazing tort I had once.
Oh, okay.
I tell him every possible detail about
It was
this
sweet,
tort.
but not too sweet, and it was flaky with the cream. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying
Wow,
to
you
implant
remember
that
all that.
into
That's
his
awesome.
brain.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just giving him ideas,
Mhm.
and he seems super excited about these ideas.
Wonderful.
All right. We're gonna skip ahead unless anyone else has a thing they want to do.
Good.
So, Skip is really upset
Yeah.
at the events of the day.
Yeah, he's had a rough
Camp's
hand
not going
dealt.
well for him so
No,
far.
it's really
Did
not.
Hondo see it?
Hondo did not see the underwear.
Man.
No, but Hondo had it hard too.
Yeah, it wasn't the best day.
Yeah, you
I feel
guys.
like I'm like going down to Skip's level right now. I mean, Skip, this could be treated like hazing, but I'm like one of the older ones now.
Yeah.
He's really upset.
Yeah.
He's kind of crying. He's like, I didn't even want to come to camp. My mom made me come because she says I spend too much time indoors on the computer.
Who's he talking to?
You guys?
Oh, okay. We bet.
Wow.
We're back now.
Is this
Yeah.
this evening or
This is
something?
the
Like laying
evening.
in our bunks.
Yep.
Or
You
we
guys kind
playing-
of stayed out of the Wolfpack's face, and they stayed out of yours for the rest of the day.
It's okay,
Yeah.
Skip. It gets better. Everybody's first year sucks. Everybody's first couple weeks of their
Right.
first year sucks.
It still sucks pretty bad. I don't know if you heard, but Isaac got humiliated at the water the other day. Earlier. Right, Isaac?
It's okay, Hondo. I heard everything.
Damn it.
Oh, Charlie, I guess. It's okay, Charlie. I heard everything.
Yeah, you can call me Hondo.
With Hondo.
Hondo's my last name.
Oh,
Everyone calls me Hondo. It's just a thing.
okay.
Thanks, Skipper.
He doesn't let just anybody call him that.
Right? Yeah,
You're special.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
one of the cool kids.
You're special. And I put my hand on his shoulder and squeeze a little bit.
I don't feel very special.
All the kids the next day call him Hondo.
Actually, so Isaac,
What's up, Skip?
is it true that you're able to get like anything into the camp?
Oh yeah. I haven't come across an item I couldn't get smuggled in somehow.
Maybe there's this thing that I would really like to do, and if you guys would play a game with me and we could get the game in here, then we could have a lot of fun. And he looks like really like he wants it a lot, but he doesn't want to put too many hopes on it.
What's the thing?
He slowly like pulls out the bottom drawer of his little chest of drawers that they give each of you and pulls out this magazine, and he shows you it's D&D. And he shows you, and he's like,
Josh is so excited for this.
he's got D&D, these D&D books or magazines about D&D. And he's like, we just need the book and then one of the modules and then
Stop.
some dice, and we could all play the game together.
You're saying we're gonna play Tales from the Loop, and then we're going to play D&D inside of Tales from the Loop.
Character. yeah.
Possibly?
This is the best idea
This is
ever.
awesome.
This
is great.
This is Gameception.
I grab the magazine and I look really close and I'm like, huh. And then I lean over and have Hondo look at it and point. And doesn't that look like
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Rhylotar?
Actually, one
sure
of
does.
so there's a list of the modules that you can get for the game.
What are the modules?
One of them actually sticks out quite a bit to you guys, and it's called Ishmar and Underdark.
What?
Yes, this one. Get it.
Yeah, I think this is a good one.
Ishmar and Underdark,
Right.
but everyone says it's like their least popular module.
Really? Do they though? Do they?
It's like, I suppose we could try that one if you can get into the camp and some dice.
I have no idea what's going on, but I will do this for you.
Also, like, yeah, what the hell?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
How?
Isaac probably has never even heard of D&D before. So
do they
it's
have-
equally?
But our kids selves know.
Dungeons and
maybe.
Dragons.
Do
Right.
they have some?
It's a role playing game.
Yeah.
So it's
Do they
you pretend to be a character in this fantasy world.
Sounds really freaking dumb.
Have you ever wanted to try and be an elf?
No.
Can we be drow?
Why the hell would I be an elf?
You know about the drow?
Yeah, I've heard about the drow before.
Yeah, let's see where this conversation
He's
goes.
suddenly gotten a lot more excited.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, there's no rules for actually playing the drow. Usually they're bad guys.
That's true.
Hey Joshua, what edition is it?
It would be.
It's
I think
two.
in the 80s it would be.
Is it one?
I don't know. This bears
D&D
googling.
I think
D&D
two happened
advanced.
actually in
This
the 90s,
is the weirdest
wasn't it?
thing in the podcast.
Yeah, it would be first edition D&D.
D&D 2 didn't come out until 89, so
Yeah.
There you go. And
Gotta
this
be
takes
one.
place in 86.
I've never played D&D before.
Says
Thane has
Thane.
It's
it.
a thing.
Neither have I.
yeah, but guys,
Guys,
all
it's
right.
this really fun game. My mom says I can't play it because and she wouldn't let me bring my rule book with me because she says I need to get some fresh air and some exercise.
Skip, you just said the magic words. Mom won't let me. Don't worry, man. I got you covered. That's why I'm here.
That's what camp's for.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Hondo.
Um,
I mean, Alex. Sorry.
well, yeah, but yeah, guys, I think we need to meet.
Oh, meat.
Right, let's go.
Oh, speaking of which, here's your sandwich.
Is it intact?
It's like 6 hours old, probably at this point.
Might have been sat on at one point.
Lunches or dinner's already come and gone.
Yeah,
This was your
exactly.
lunch sandwich.
Thanks, Isaac. This looks delicious.
My name's Isaac.
Oh,
His-
Thane, my bad, Thane.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thane.
You said my name's Isaac this episode, and you took off your shirt this episode. So
I did.
lots of drinking.
They don't actually play it, right?
I hope not.
I hope they do.
I hope they do, but
But I guess it depends when you're listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Like I'm
That's
listening to
true.
it in the car, so please don't drink.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do we have a secret way to tell each other it's time to meet? We got to meet.
I'm like we should have a phrase, right?
Right. Yeah.
Just
I mean-
like swing by the cabin and make wild animal noises or something.
well,
Caw!
yes.
Caw!
Someone else says that already.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, I say caw.
let's call it. Let's just say
We have rings,
Copernicus.
don't we?
yeah.
We have rings, you dumb schmuck.
I know, but
Dumb schmucks
like when
is
we're
right.
when we're
Yeah.
on Skip, we can't just be like, we're gonna go to our hideout.
Yeah. Especially if I say something into it and it projects from your guys'
Yeah.
rings.
To make it easy on you, Skip will just be like, I gotta go use the latrine. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks for being open to the idea of playing Dungeons and Dragons with me.
No
And then
problem.
He
You bet.
runs off.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Why is there so many damn birds out here?
Don't know.
He wouldn't say damn. He wouldn't cuss. He's like, why are there so
Darn,
many
darn.
birds out here?
So many heckin' birds.
There's so many heckin' birds out here.
Frick. Yeah, so we got to meet up. I found something amazing.
Kieran needs some healing too.
I need healing.
Right.
bad.
Condition fixing.
But isn't going to our hideout one of the conditions for healing?
No, it doesn't have to be, but you have to have a scene with 2 or more of the other kids. It doesn't have to be in the hideout.
You should probably make some kind of sound in the ring, I guess.
Skip's gone, and I'm just gonna.
We could
I'm
just say,
gonna
meet us in the place, you know?
Copernicus
Copernicus.
Into the ring.
into the ring.
What am I doing when it goes off?
You're in the cabin, and Tiffany is just talking about how much she hates Betty, with Betty sitting in the bed across the aisle. And she's painting her toenails, and she's trying to get you to paint your toenails. She brought all of the colors.
I'm painting my toenails pink right now.
Are you?
Yes.
Sweet.
All of the 80s
It's like,
colors.
plus, Betty is a gossip. You can't tell her any secrets. She just tells everybody.
This is awful. Betty's gonna murder Tiffany.
Betty's also like, all of you are painting your toenails. Like she's allowed the other two girls to also paint their toenails.
Oh.
But Betty's just really sad as she's
brutal.
painting her
Tiffany.
toenails.
It's brutal,
Okay.
but it's kids.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Tiffany, if you want to get with Isaac, you got to be very nice to the people in your cabin because he believes in camaraderie among the cabins. I mean, you hear them. They're like, woo, wombats.
Wombats are the fat kids.
I know you really like harping on that. So why don't we come together as a cabin and we just agree not to talk bad about each other and have a really good summer because I can promise you Isaac's going to be real into that.
All right, you probably had her with if you want Isaac. She's like, I guess so. Sorry, Betty, or whatever.
Hug it out.
Oh,
My toenails are still wet.
Okay, after that's fine.
Rain
that's fine.
check.
Copernicus.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. You're so kind. You're really picking up on it, Tiffany. Thanks. I gotta
So are
pee really
you-
bad. I get it.
She's like, you haven't mastered the walk yet. Your toenails are drying and they're not dry yet, but you have to walk entirely on your heels.
Yeah.
Toes up.
I attempt to do this.
Is this foreign to you? Have you never done this before?
I mean,
As a
this is-
magical
this
girl,
is-
you might have done this before. So you leave.
Okay, and I do the awkward walk until I get out of it,
Okay.
and then I just walk normal.
And you just let all kinds of,
Copernicus.
let all kind of like dirt and stuff get into your wet toenails. You don't care.
I'm gonna say
Well, maybe she does.
I grabbed a pair of thongs,
Like flip flops.
flip flops.
No, they
But
were
back in the
thongs.
80s, they were thongs.
Yep.
They were thongs. I think we actually decided last episode that we were just gonna say let's go nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
And that was our thing.
Oh, yeah.
But we forgot.
We did forget. I
Yeah.
just keep saying Copernicus.
Except, would be great when we're all together. But if you're trying to like get me over,
A noise would make more sense, but Hondo's just been saying
All right.
Copernicus.
So I'm going to make you guys all explain to me now, like, what does the entrance to get to the
Let's
hideout
do
look
this.
like? What is the hideout like on the inside?
I think we decided last time that it's underground, goes under the lake.
It's the way to enter was like a grown over like sewer grate, wasn't it?
I don't know if we decided, but that's cool.
That is
Oh,
that
cool.
is very
okay.
cool.
I like that we have like branches piled on top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. It's the
yeah.
hatch from Lost,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, oh,
Yep,
yeah.
that's right.
Everything leads
But-
back to effing Lost.
But not as like structured.
Yeah,
I
not
see.
as obviously
Yeah.
a hatch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's leaky,
Yeah.
but it's not like,
you get to
bad.
hear that like
like drippy.
ominous sort of dripping, bloop,
yeah.
Mhm.
all the time as you're going through it. It's very kind of
And it was never been used for human waste, so it's not stinky or anything. It's just like
Okay. It was more like a water
mug,
overflow
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
or whatever. So you get through there. There's a tunnel that goes under the lake.
dark, obviously.
So you guys have like flashlights and stuff, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I
Ooh.
assume that we do.
like, glow in the
okay.
dark.
So it
hacky
goes
sack.
under the lake and it's man-made, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Every once in a while, there is a reinforced glass panel.
Yes.
that's on the
Ooh,
sink,
that's
so you can
cool.
actually look up into the lake.
So it's a magnetrine truck that's crashed into the lake, and maybe the windshield is reinforced glass, so you can see fish like
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
swimming past
that's cool
it.
too.
But I like it because if there are kids on the shore, they randomly see some glowing coming through the water at some
Right?
points because our flashlights.
Oh,
I
that's
like it.
cool.
So you just take careful not to
Hopefully not
flash it
right
right
at
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of those things.
So what's inside? What does the inside of the hideout look like?
I like the idea of in years past Hondo having like gone into the power of the truck
Okay.
and like decorated Christmas lights. So it's all lit by those.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Multicolored.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, that's neat.
Just like on Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yay!
So is it a truck or
Well,
a
no,
train?
It's a magnetrine.
it's
truck.
a magnetrine. Yeah.
Like,
So
well, they're not
right,
really
but it's a
trucks.
big
They're
old
like
cargo.
it's like a cargo
hauler.
barge.
Yeah.
But it's not. Yeah,
But it was
that
in the
floats in the
sky.
air.
The camp also has noticed in the past few years, and only the past few years, that they keep running out of blankets and pillows.
Right. Here and there, a blanket or pillow will go missing, and
Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
kind of like cozied out. So there's like nice places to like sit and stuff that
All
are
right.
kind of like a half blanket fort on the inside.
and maybe other furniture.
Yeah.
gone
We got
missing through the
one wall is like maps of the camp and maybe stolen blueprints of the cabins and stuff like that.
Okay,
That marks all the hidden compartments and things
nice.
around the place.
So is this a hideout that once used to be inhabited by Mike and his group.
I think at the very least the maps used to belong to him and his group.
Okay.
Maybe we found the hideout.
Which apparently Molly was one of.
That's a great idea.
But does Molly
Molly
know?
was his ex-girlfriend or
Does
something.
not Molly know about this
She
place?
probably knows. Probably doesn't go here anymore.
Because it's kind of a bummer by herself.
Yeah.
You know.
Plus,
Her first
she's an
kiss
adult
was in
now,
here.
and she's
Oh,
kind of got
that's
in trouble
good.
today. So, all right, you guys share a scene now in that room to heal your conditions.
Okay.
Share a scene.
This
Well,
has nothing
well,
to do
yeah.
with me.
Does
This is all you
yeah.
guys now.
I know Kieran wanted to talk to us, and Hondo obviously has stuff.
Right.
To tell, yeah.
I flop into some of the pillows and blankets and just kind of like cozy in.
I
This is-
like it.
I love it.
I feel like I missed this place, which is weird.
Doesn't it weirdly feel like coming home?
Yeah. For the first time ever, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hondo,
But I have distinct memories of stealing half of the stuff that's in here.
right. I remember spending hours working out this stupid electrical junk right here.
And you did so good.
The great
Thanks.
candy heist of July 4th.
Oh
the
my
great
gosh.
Independence Day candy heist. And I look at one of the maps.
I
That
know.
was one of your greatest efforts.
I know I'm known for saying this, but I don't know why I know that, but I know that.
Memories of this place. It's enough to make all of your conditions wash away.
It's crazy though. Like even the smell coming in just like brought back all kinds of memories.
Yep.
And
Remember when we played hacky sack here?
all day.
All
Missed
day.
all the camp activities.
no one noticed.
Nobody noticed.
You guys
Well-
probably drove your past cabin counselor to retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember?
That's why.
That's why JB's
brand
new.
That's
new.
what
Yeah.
JP's new.
Yeah, remember our last counselor? What was his
Trip.
name?
Trip.
Trip?
His name was Trip.
That guy.
What
Trip.
a trip.
Pendleton.
Trip Pendleton. He was a nice guy.
I just threw in a last
He
name.
was
No,
he
I
was
like
a
it.
real nice guy, but man, did we pester
The
him.
pendler, I called him.
Now the bad guy of this whole thing's going to end up being Trip Pendleton.
Trying to get back at us.
You effing kids ruined my life!
Oh man.
No, that would never happen.
Had everything till you came around.
You!
I had the best job as a camp counselor.
Exactly.
Tell you meddling kids and that dog.
Oh yeah, and that dog.
Yeah, also named Trip.
We named Trip. That's
You
right.
named Trip after Trip.
Yeah.
So we would say, "Here, boy, come Trip."
But it was actually the counselor we named after the dog. I don't remember if he even had a real name.
Who came first? Who could really tell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
chicken
chicken
and
and
egg.
egg. There it is.
There it is.
Hondo's just kind of standing up and just we're all reminiscing, and I'm just like, guys, today was a shitty day. I probably shouldn't say that. My mom would be mad at me.
Watch
for
your
saying
mouth,
that.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Dude, you learned to swim today.
I guess I did. I just needed to be thrown in.
That's right. Sink or swim.
Right.
And you swam, man.
Yeah.
You swam.
You should be really proud of yourself
I
today.
feel like, can we like be hacky sacking right now?
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
the
and I
hacky
just-
is going.
We're hacking
Yeah.
it up.
I guess I'm not because I'm on the pillows right now.
You're not
No.
hacky.
I am not hacking.
But
I'm
you are
watching
still
the boys
participating in
Or there's
the
like comic books you're just rifling through or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Actually,
good
there we
too.
go.
Yeah.
relaxing and kicking your legs up help with your injured ankle from your failed attempt
And you're
at
drying
the,
toenails.
One's a little messed up, and I'm like, oh, Tiffany's gonna be mad.
Tiffany's gonna be mad.
So, I mean, Thane, have you tried to use any magic here yet? I don't even know what the rules of this place are. Are we just?
Forgot I had magic.
Yeah, you're an elf, dude.
I'm an elf.
So we don't have our weapons.
Right.
What?
We don't have our magic. Apparently,
We're kids, guys.
we're kids.
You're just kids.
Oh yeah, we've never had this conversation yet.
Yeah, we
Never really
haven't.
talked it
What
through.
the hell is going on? Hit me
Honestly,
harder.
first of all, Copernicus is a dick.
For the water thing.
For the water thing,
Yeah.
yeah. We've always had some problems that we've been, presented with in each world. But this is just like a dick move on his part. Why
True.
would he do anyway?
I mean, he could have made us counselors. He made us
could've.
children.
Could have made us counselors.
Did we do something to Copernicus? Does he hate us for some reason?
I mean,
Do you think he's trying to reclaim Isaac's childhood?
Oh wow.
Is he watching?
No.
that'd be really
Is there a way for
weird.
him to
guys.
He
watch?
wouldn't go that far.
Voyeur.
It wouldn't be weird. It's Copernicus. He's weird.
He's an odd dude, but
Your grandpa.
yeah, that
I start
too.
flipping off this guy.
Just wondering if Copernicus could see
see it.
you.
And I don't know, how are we gonna? We're kids. How do we find this thing that has to fix this world.
I mean, look around. It's more or less normal. It's not like there's.
Yeah, except for that thing in the lake. You guys ran away so fast. Did you even see it?
Oh yeah, the monster.
A monster?
Did you not see it?
No, I
Oh,
wasn't
he
there.
didn't go. Oh.
To the
Was
lake.
this
Yeah.
last night?
In the lake.
In the lake.
We
It
heard
was-
that stupid noise again, and then something splashed up out of the water really far off.
No,
Yeah.
remember freaking Skip got in trouble? He couldn't hide, so I had to help him anyway. I tried to help him out.
Speaking of
That's right.
skips, I had an awesome one.
Oh, yeah?
It was like 14.
Oh
Right in
yeah,
a
that's
row.
water.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Speaking of Skips, he's kind of a bummer.
he is a little bit.
I feel real bad
Man.
for him.
I just want to be nice to him, but it's
Right. I mean, he's just being himself and he's nervous and he's scared. But also, like, I feel like it's kind of our responsibility to make sure he has a good time. And
he's
gets out
one
his
of us
own-
now.
Yeah.
He's a woodchuck.
Right.
Woodchuck.
Oh,
Woodchucks.
yeah, better woodchuck. What is with this? Why would he put? He could have.
Apparently,
I'm
everyone's
angry.
sexist in this place. So,
So sexist.
yeah,
It's not as sexist as where I come from.
He's like, this is nothing.
Girls would not even be allowed
I'm glad
out
that you're
here.
coming to grips with that, though.
Yeah, this is better. This is better.
I like that you
Hondo
guys are
says.
allowed to have like conversations about your normal lives and not just about like the Tales from the Loop world.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good.
I mean, should we be talking
Well,
about
we're
our...
not all
No.
forgotten
Because I was thinking...
I like that.
It feels like this is the place where we have less kid and more real us.
Yes, I
like
agree.
makes sense.
And I think that's the emotional attachment that you need to overcome the conditions as well. Like
Right.
real emotion, not just this fake storyline emotion.
Because I was about to mention when we were talking about the Hondo water thing that it may have been the Copernicus thing, but Charlie Hondo, this Hondo kind of attributes it to his not having a dad
Mm-hmm.
growing up and no one teaching him how to swim.
So maybe it's a side effect of
Kind of being
the
bitter about
the
that.
backstory. I don't know if Copernicus knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, probably.
That's true. He probably just planned that you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't.
And
have
he
a
didn't know
dad.
about the consequences, but still dick move.
He
you
likes
feel
to
like
pretend
you've
he lets the
gotten-
universe take over. He lets the
Right.
universe make some decisions. So.
Right. What did your monster look like? You said you saw a monster in the lake.
Well, it was really pale, but it was really big, and it kind of crested out of the water and then went back in. So it can swim?
Swims, great.
Yeah. So good thing you know how to swim now, buddy.
I do.
You might be dragged out to the lake and devoured by a monster.
I don't know if that's helping.
Thanks for that.
I
That
mean,
thing.
He is,
Look at the
he is a
fish.
troublemaker.
Nice.
It's kind of disturbing to me that whatever's out there is swimming, because doesn't that mean it could just pop up on our side of the camp at any time?
Oh, sure, but it's in the water, right?
I mean-
so it's not like it can walk around.
Well,
We're pretty good.
guys, I went for a nice little hike after my first swim, and I found an elk. Not a live elk, a dead elk.
I was about to say majestic, but now I'm like, gross.
No, it was brutally ripped apart, and it looked like I did some investigating, and there were
Yeah, cool.
deep gashes into the flesh, and there was it looked like it was a big monster type thing, that
like
killed this.
Wolverine, and I hold up a comic book.
Yeah, kind of like Wolverine, but
Wow,
it
cool.
had a big bite in the side of it too, and
Oh, maybe it
it
was
was-
saber tooth.
ripped apart.
I'm like looking at my my little wooden sword. I'm like, this is not gonna cut it.
do we know what a Wendigo looks like?
Wendigos aren't real.
You're saying you
Sure,
saw
they
Wendigo?
aren't. I'm just. Let's just pull
Well,
all the facts
not
together.
here.
Not the kind of the facts, but I mean they may be fabricated. Whatever. He told the story. We heard a crazy scream or roar across the water.
Saw something in the lake.
You guys see something in the lake. I see an elk that's mutilated by something that doesn't look like wolves. Doesn't look like it was an actual thing that I know. There might be something else going on here.
So what do we do about it?
We can't fight it because we're just little kids.
Right, I got this, and I pull out my gun and make the noise.
And I pull out my Leatherman and I use the pliers. I got this.
Is your hat still hanging on the archway of
It
the
is.
camp?
Yeah.
It is.
Beautiful.
Nice.
It's like a mascot. So Kieran starts digging through the pile of comic books until she finds like an old school composition notebook,
Okay.
like, you know, the black and white cover
Yeah.
and stuff. And
Yeah, they still have 'em.
she grabs like a gel pen. Those were relevant, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to start taking notes and then ripping them out and pinning them on a board.
Yeah.
We're
that
doing
we
a
have.
board.
And then I
Oh,
get on the
cool.
A
board.
murder board.
And then I write a big like Wendigo ? And put it on top.
And
Nice.
Hondo
Over
writes
everything.
wolf pack and then does a skull on it as well.
Okay.
We
Puts that on the
start we
board.
start throwing darts at it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly.
Beautiful.
Nice. It feels
Isaac
like a
and I are over
clubhouse.
here like writing down everything we know, and you guys are throwing darts at
Yeah.
the name of it.
Hondo does one more, and he writes skip, and then does a heart, and then one with a broken heart. He's just not sure how he feels about it yet.
Mm.
I like that you're
And then you
expressing
throw
it through
dots.
doodles.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
How are we gonna find what we need to get rid of in this world?
Well, like in all the rest of the worlds, situations are presented in front of us that lead us to this thing. So we just gotta deal with what we got until it leads us to what we gotta do.
Sure. Alternatively,
Copernicus would be very happy.
I
right
hate
now.
that
He's
answer.
like, finally, one of them gets it.
We have zero control either way, right?
we could try to trap it. Get a net, dig a hole, put some meat in the hole.
I still have a sandwich.
I don't know if that's going to be enough, but it's a start.
It might be. You
Yeah.
never know.
What about that elk? What happened to the rest of it?
We can go take a look right now.
How big of a hole do you think we need?
We need to dig a hole first.
I put my arms out like I can like think about it, and I look very pensive, like I'm trying to think of what I saw at the lake while like pairing it with my arms. Oh, it's gonna be a big hole.
Bigger than that.
But it's not knocking down trees and stuff, so it's, I mean, there's a medium,
Right.
I think.
But it caught up with an elk and,
Yeah.
and then mutilated it.
Sure.
So it's probably fast.
We'll have to steal a shovel out of the tool shed.
We will.
What are
Or
you talking
someone
about? We
can
have stuff.
acquire
We have a
it.
shovel right here in the clubhouse.
Right?
That's true. We probably have one shovel. So we either take turns.
Or get more shovels.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna still have to go roll and get more shovels.
Well, we know someone that can get anything, right?
oh,
Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac, guys. Isaac's
Sure.
the one.
Oh, Isaac,
I'll start work on it.
He's the getter of things.
Yeah.
the getter.
And I'll
of
try to get a
things.
net and anything else that I could think of
Meat.
for this crazy endeavor.
you can use your Leatherman to sharpen sticks.
Mhm.
True. We're going to trap us a
We're gonna put
monster.
spikes at
Tiger
the
pit.
bottom of our hole.
Yeah.
It's great.
Did we do it? Did we get our conditions?
Yeah, your conditions are all gone.
Oof.
You all feel a lot better about your situations right now.
We have a plan.
We have friendship.
Dig a hole.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
I've seen it in a lot of 80s movies, okay?
It's true.
Also, thanks for having my back, guys.
Anytime, Hondo.
Woodchucks.
Woodchucks.
Woodchucks. Those guys are assholes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Say
feel
go,
bad.
Billy.
Yeah.
I feel bad that Kieran can't
Kieran is an
participate.
honorary woodchuck.
Awesome.
I think we should have a little like
Ceremony.
ceremony
Yeah.
Oh,
and bestow
Tiffany
upon
Stacy
her.
would absolutely demand to also be an honorary woodchuck.
Well, we're not going to tell her.
We'll make you an honorary
The
woodchuck.
first rule about woodchuck.
You don't talk about woodchuck.
That's right.
Unless
Unless-
somebody says
unless
it,
you are
and then
woodchuck.
kinda have
Then you
to-
actually have to
Exactly.
actually
Then you
say
really
yeah,
it.
you guys are
talk about
constantly
it.
yelling about woodchuck.
Except for
Well,
everyone knows about
Do
woodchuck.
I get to take part in yelling woodchuck, or is it only in private when we're here?
I mean, that's up to you.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
We're not
I
sexist.
think
Yeah.
it's part of it. Just as long as Tiffany
I
doesn't
don't know
catch
why
on.
I care so much about that in this world.
Maybe it would have been a losing battle in the 20s. Here in the 80s is where the revolution begins.
Should we go back to our cabin?
Kieran, when you get back to your cabin, Molly comes in like to actually check on you guys the way she's supposed to, and she's like, "All right, listen up, losers." She's still got her cigarette, and she's like, "Just found out that I get a bonus if we win the cabin countdown. So from now on, you guys are in intensive training."
Thank you for listening to episode 38 of Tales of Nowhere. Next time, we try to catch a monster in a pit. If you have any feedback for us, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. Our email is mail, M-A-I-L, @talesofnowhere.com. You can also find us on Twitter using the handle @NowherePodcast, or reach us on Reddit, reddit.com/r/talesofnowhere, where you'll also find episode discussion posts and links to other cool stuff like our Discord channel. Oh, and a thread for our Cafe Nowhere dinner menu. I put it up a little early this time around just to give people more of a chance to participate. The Cafe Nowhere dinner menu is your way of contributing to the podcast, shaping the story and the characters a little bit. The way it works is you create a food item, give it a cool, snappy name, and it can affect the character that eats it in any way that you see fit. It can change them physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever you think would be fun to listen to, and then we put it on our menu. The players have no idea what it contains. Josh creates a list of fan-submitted food ideas that we choose from. In the next world we go to, you'll see those effects unfold as the arc plays out. Like I said, the thread is up on our subreddit, reddit.com/r/talesnowhere. It is a ton of fun. If you'd like to see the effects of those, you can listen to episode 25 or the first episode of this arc, episode 37, to kind of get an idea of how those play out. The opening theme song was done by composer Sean Jackson, and the rest of the music was done by the incredibly hardworking and talented John Good. He also helped out with the editing of this episode, which, would not be able to do this without him. If you'd like to hear more of his music, you can do so on SoundCloud under his username, Burn7. The next episode of the Tales from the Loop Summer Camp arc will air on June 13th. Really looking forward to the rest of this story, and I hope you guys are too. It's been really fun so far, but things are just getting started. Until next time, everybody.